Hello, Twitch. How do you do, Twitch? Hello, Twitch. How do you do, Twitch?
I'll tell you how Twitch does. Twitch wants me to look at pizza, apparently.
I mean, yeah. Give us that pizza. So, wonderful viewers, whether you're on Twitch or on YouTube later, we are back for some sweet Pathfinder 2 2E, the sequel. Electric Boogaloo? I don't know. But we're doing some more Menace Under Otari, or a slightly modified Menace Under Otari to fit into Pop's sweet ass homebrew world.
I do what I can.
I like it. So everybody's just getting situated here. So last thing we did was, we killed some kobolds and solved this puzzle with some hard science and nursed our wounds because the hall before this decided to cave in on us because of a wonderful little trap.
I feel like that hallway was more of an enemy than the kobolds were.
I think you're right. The hallway fucked us up good.
That hallway really just jacked you guys up.
For sure. Well, yeah, if you're not in the hallway.
Electing to just not show up to the trap is my favorite way to avoid damage.
Absolutely.
Getting lost in a corner, you know.
Wandered off to like look at some rocks.
Mm-hmm.
You just hear like the crashing stones. Wow, that sounds like a whole lot of not my problem.
Yup, the definition of dumb luck.
Do you need any other kind? I mean, really?
No.
Tempted to get the Archives of Everest to cooperate with me here so that I can find out exactly what a nice long 8-hour nap did for you guys.
Not much from what I read.
Gave you some hit points back. Lets you do your daily preparations.
Some is a very generous appraisal of how many hit points it gives us.
It's more if you're higher level. That is true. I am not going to tell you guys that you rested without shelter or comfort. As far as I'm concerned, a bad roll will count as comfort in this case. I assume that at some point when he was not on watch, stripped out of your armor. Byron. Because sleeping in your armor is not good for you.
No, it's not. Even if it's only like hide armor, it's still not good.
There's a feat somewhere for that.
Yeah, I mean, there used to be, at least in 3.5 and first edition Pathfinder. I'm sure there is in this. I think we get our con mod times our level back in hit points.
Yes. Which probably will help Byron a lot more than Lauren.
Yeah, I'm pretty hurt.
Well,
yeah,
in the in the downtime, the druid healed Lauren, so you might want to roll that heal in game here and see what it rolls for.
Okay, if it's con mod times level, then 0 times 1 is 0.
super sick.
I'm not much better. I have 2.
Well, I think a 2-action, um, a 2-action heal will probably do.
Yeah, it says I can place
better.
a 30-foot circle. So
That's if you take the 3-action version of the heal.
Multiple versions of the heal.
Yes. Yeah, so basically, heal is Pathfinder 2e's version of the cure wounds series of spells from Dungeons and Dragons. It differs in that its range and effect varies on how much time you put into casting it.
Right on.
From
does
a
every
single action, quick touch range, patch job if you're, say, backpacking the tank or need to touch yourself up, to a ranged, more powerful version if, say, you want to backline it or you have a friend who decided to catch an entire hallway full of rocks to the head.
Whatever. How did you do the rest on the sheet? Sorry.
If you're looking at the main page where you have your ancestry and all that,
Mhm.
on the left side under max HP, there's a little bed.
Ah.
Hey.
All right, so that heal, that was a 4, or is it modified by anything?
it's not modified by anything. So it says in here that if I do it as, I guess, like it's a somatic, the spell has a range of touch. Spell has a range of 30 feet. If you're healing a living creature, increase the hit points restored by 8. That's that 2-action healing.
All right, so if you do that, we all get 12 hit points, or am I reading that right? Game Master.
All right, so the 2-action version is a single target heal.
Mm-hmm.
It increases the range to 30 feet, so you can heal somebody from further away, and then amplifies the amount of healing by an additional 8 hit points. At your level. This will increase as the spell is heightened. And then if you perform the 3-action, which adds a material component, a somatic component, and a verbal component, instead of getting the additional 8, you turn the 1d8 healing into a radius spell. If you actually wanted to cast 2 of these before resting and replenishing your spells, that's totally cool with me, if you have the spell slots for it prior to resting.
No, I think that, I only have, at the time, I only had it for 1. Like, when we ended that game, I had already used Shocking Grasp, so I only had 1 left. So I would have only been able to cast it once.
Right, then you have a choice of which version you wanted to use. You can either single target heal someone for what is that? Roll 4.
Rolled a 4, yeah.
So you can either heal a single target for 12, or you can hit the entire party for 4, since they're obviously within 30 feet of you.
How's everybody looking besides Lauren?
I was just above half hit points before the long rest.
Adamiri is she's just above half hit points.
I mean, I can do the 30-foot radius if everybody's cool with 4. I don't know how good that does for everybody.
4 would bring me beyond max.
4 would bring me right to max after the rest.
Be
Lauren,
shortly
what about-
under it, but I'll be right under it, but that's fine.
Okay, then I'll just do that one, the 4 for everybody before we slept.
All right, chuck an extra 4 hit points on yourselves.
Stick.
Front line is looking significantly sturdier now.
We need it.
So the night goes by without much issue.
Nothing comes to bother you. You hear noises off in the distance sometimes. But nothing opens the door, either door, to the chamber. And you're left pretty much to your own devices for the entire night.
Awesome. Nephi in chat is here for the Spagoots cat.
I am the Spagoots cat. I eat it cold from the can because of brain just completely shut down on the reasoning for that. What is that word that I'm looking for? Apathy.
Ah, thought maybe there was an incident with fire, like the Great Fire of 1122, Blonde Solo.
I was hardly involved.
Ah, thank you for noticing the layout, chat.
It's very nice.
Thank you.
What I should probably do is unpause the game,
Yes.
which I will be happy to do as
Space
soon
bar.
as I take my hand off the Alt key. There we go. Just occurred to me that I can't talk and use other buttons on the keyboard at the same time. There we go. Now we're back.
So in the morning, Byron wakes up, gives a stretch, snack, crackle, pop, then starts donning his armor again.
Yeah, you definitely got that. You definitely got that. Spent the night on a yoga mat in a dungeon, kind of back going on. Actually, I'm sure bedrolls are okay. As heavy as they are, they damn well better be.
Right?
You frickin' throw one at an intruder.
The new cantrip is throw a bedroll.
Anything can be a weapon.
I've played that character. It's surprisingly fun under the right situations.
Everybody get enough sleep?
Yes.
Yeah.
Enough? Yes, I guess.
For the moment, anyway.
Yes.
Maybe.
And I just figured out why adventurers tend to retire at 40.
It's a hard life.
Well, we should probably get to it then. We passed the door back there. Do we want to backtrack to it?
The door. I don't remember a door. I just remember getting bonked on the head.
The door
Let's see.
straight ahead doesn't lead anywhere?
Oh, it does, but I think backtracking now would be quicker than going to the wherever this leads and then coming back. My
If we missed the door,
ever-burning
I'm good for
torch.
going back.
Ever-burning torch is the good stuff for the frontliner. They can't see in the dark. Doesn't burn
Right.
your face. Strap it to wherever you want. Also doesn't do horrible things like set off fox damp.
Here we go. Do these doors appear to be unlocked as I jiggle?
All right. Well, first you're going to need to clamber up a ledge.
Sure.
Apparently.
I did not see said ledge, so I will back up.
Well, to be fair, neither did I.
And then I suppose it would be some sort of athletics.
Yep.
Where's my stuff? All right, athletics. Let's go. Let's do this thing. 17.
Right. Nailed it.
I see the ledge now that I backed up.
Yeah, it's a little easy to miss. Trying to spot dark gray on gray.
Now I give the door a jiggle jiggle.
The doors wobble as though they are not locked, and you should be able to shove them open if you were so inclined.
I am so inclined.
All right, nothing explodes in your face.
Sweet. Because we have learned nothing.
Absolutely nothing. The ancient wooden door creaks open on rusty hinges, revealing a ruined chamber. Mold and rot stain every surface. This room smells amazing. On the far side of the room is a stone statue of a giant squid, its tentacles reaching toward an altar in the center of the chamber. The scum covers almost everything, but it hasn't touched the silver bowl sitting atop the stone altar. The water in the bowl is perfectly clear.
Juicy. I'd like to help anybody else up if I can.
Yeah, I rolled the wrong thing, so hold on, let me re-roll this.
We weeble, we wobble, and we fall down, Neffy.
Oh, yes.
A nice little 20. Will acrobatics work coming up? Or is it just athletics?
It's just athletics, but I haven't seen anybody fail yet.
Well, no, I was gonna say I rolled the 10 under athletic or acrobatics on accident.
Oh, I rolled acrobatics. My bad.
And do they get anything for me helping them? Or?
Absolutely. Doesn't look like it'll actually be necessary. The DC is actually quite low. It's only 10. But yeah, with a little bit of help from Byron, you guys scramble quite easily up onto this ledge. You've probably done this exact exercise 100 times in free play training. How to mantle, how to clamber up into a ledge, how to avoid getting bopped on the head as soon as you do. You know, the usual.
The huge. So once we get up here, I'm sure we'll want to do some sort of awareness check of some sort.
You can definitely run that. You can also, if you like, run that beautiful religion. See if you recognize anything in the room for having religious significance. Seeing as this place looks an awful lot like a shrine that has been forgotten. All right. Adamiri and Celia are quite knowledgeable, it seems, and you recognize this. The game says it's a squid, but that is very clearly an octopus.
Very.
The octopus is associated with everybody's favorite deity. No one's favorite deity. I mean, I can't say that unilaterally, but he is associated with Malistrata, the lawgiver, the silent lord. He is a deity of nobility, leadership. His granted domains are duty, healing, truth, and water. He is a sea god. He is regarded as the foundation of law itself, and he is often associated with octopoids and whales.
Sounds slippery.
Sometimes, however, you will find that the law has many arms. They are quite long, and once they grab hold, they don't let go.
And they all say, I am the law.
Imagine for just a moment a giant octopus announcing that as it crawls onto the deck of your ship.
Oh man. Spelljammer ideas.
Noted.
Octocops.
Here come the octocops.
All I heard was each tentacle doing the little Law and Order bum bum.
In the Spelljammer criminal law system,
Yes.
Octopi fight for the side of good.
This is now happening.
Oh yeah.
these are their inkjets. Bump, bump.
Well, we pulled over another ship full of vampires today.
Oh, man.
There's a
I
new
can't
craze.
wait.
There's a new craze going around. You take yourself in an illithid, you put it in a dumpster, and you knife fight at close range. Kids are calling it the squiggly diggly. That was my incredibly terrible Ice Cube impression. You are welcome.
Fantastic.
Byron does not see anything that seems suspicious or dangerous, aside from the fact that the bowl is full of crystal clear water.
That seems suspicious. That I don't see anything suspicious. He's content to not have the ceiling cave in on him, so he's chilling.
Cecilia gets this, even though there's no relation, gets the same vibe that there's something, weird about it not being weird to him, so I'm gonna see what I can't see. Maybe it's just a room. Maybe it's not.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Exactly.
Definitely Maybelline.
Wants to give us all a makeover.
Octopoid makeovers, I'm there.
The official hair dye, cephalopods everywhere.
To the salon!
100%.
Why? Here we go. I'm like, why can I not get myself to roll a freaking... Okay.
Oh, that's a bit better than mine.
Well, it is smelly in here. It's slippery and a little bit slippery underfoot. You wouldn't like to get into a brawl in here with this kind of footing. Yeah, this place just has an incredibly abandoned and unmaintained and uncared for vibe.
I'd like to
There's
detect some magic.
within 30 feet of yourself.
Yes.
An excellent choice.
Wong.
I seriously need 2 monitors for this site specifically. The page for the notes they provide is enormous and takes up half of the screen.
If the pop-out module worked, then you'd be a little better off, but
yeah, that doesn't
more monitors, more screens.
It's on the list. Anyway, you're within range of things. Yeah, you sense a new magic that you were not previously aware of. I think about the only things that are magical right now are let's see, a short sword and the torch.
I believe so.
Those are the only persistent magical effects right now. So
It looks like I still have light on, but I don't know how to if it's a time themed or not.
What an excellent looking question. So yes, the pulse travels outward, and you sense there is magic somewhere within 30 feet of you that you were not previously aware of.
There is something new around us. I can't quite place it yet, though.
You can kind of see a aspect of design philosophy here, in that it takes until like 8th level before this cantrip tells you exactly where magic is coming from. And that is because Pathfinder 2e does not want you to be casting Detect Plot at any point.
Ah,
Like, you have seen the rarity scale attached to various things.
yes.
A lot of the go-to Dagnabbit which way is the plot spells are actually flagged uncommon, so you have to ask the GM's permission to take them. They
Nice, okay.
really do not want you solving every problem with magic. But this also leads to the hilarious situation where you figure out which piles of stuff is magical by putting them in piles 31 feet apart.
Smirk.
We work with the tools we're given. So yes, something in this room is magical.
A magic.
Whoever put down the measuring marker there can get rid of it by going to their right angle ruler and deleting the thingy.
Maybe I want it to be blue.
Thank you.
I was
My-
going to ask why the room had suddenly turned that funny color.
Ta-da!
My-
Magic.
My internet went out for some odd reason, so it kicked me. And I can't log back into the game. It says I'm
Oh,
already
no.
logged in.
Huh. Well, let's see if we happen to have a tool that can chuck you out so that you can get back in.
Yes, please.
We do. Let me flip over to support.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's allowing me to log in is support. I'm like, no.
All right, you should be able to log back in now.
Okay, I didn't even know I was chucked. Nope, I still can't.
Give it a minute, then refresh everything, and then try to get back in.
Okay.
Because server side, you are no longer on. Oh, now it has you back on.
But I am not.
So, Pop, if you look in the bottom left-hand corner where you see players, right-click Souls Haven and hit kick.
Oh, let me just
Kick me out, please.
Oh, cool. I actually can't kick her. All I can do is ban her.
All right, well, don't do that. I'll flip back over.
I think that's a booting is a server owner privilege.
I guess it is. Although I can only do it if I'm on a support or GM. All right, you have been kicked, so refresh everything, give it a second, and then pop back in.
Okay. No idea what happened.
Push comes to shove, I'll just refresh the server, but
Yeah, no. Okay.
I'm just so happy to finally have a monitor and not just my tiny laptop screen.
Hey,
Feels
don't knock
good.
the laptop screen. That's what we're with.
That's what I was with until like a couple of days ago.
and now she has 32 curved inches of wall of light.
Yeah, it still won't let me in. This is really weird.
Yeah,
Alright.
it seems to be convinced that she's still here, in fact.
On my screen, she's been kicked, but so I'm going to restart the server, so it's going to boot everybody.
Word.
Rude.
Sorry. Leave it to me to cause problems.
Troublemaker.
I
Oh,
know. I'm sorry.
the game is currently offline. You cannot launch it unless you are the owner. I'm not sure why it felt the need to tell me that twice, but
Didn't think you got the message the first time.
in the same pop-up box, in fact.
It just really meant it. It needed that to come across. It really meant it.
It heard me taking a breath to argue.
No,
I know it-
sir. No.
All right, it's back up.
Okay. Access.
So we've done some investigating. Adamiri sensed magic, but has kept it to herself. I see that it's a room and it's slippery.
She did not keep it to herself. She said out loud that she senses something, but she can't. Something new, but she can't pinpoint it.
I did not hear that at all.
Oh, weird. I like that this map is designed in such a way that Byron has become one with the wall.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's I think it's an alcove, so there's like a little bit of an overhang. Very artistic.
Yeah, nice.
Can we unpause?
Sure can.
Yeah. And are we everybody back in?
Yes, it's loading. Yep.
Good.
Yes.
Yay!
Da 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 da.
I live. Okay.
Byron walks over to the, well, I guess, altar.
Sure looks like one.
I wonder if that's salt water.
You could dip a finger in there. Try it.
All right.
He does.
The water in the silver bowl is pure and clean.
Nah, it's fresh water. It's probably better than what I have in my cantina. My canteen.
Dun 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 dun. That's just playing from Byron's hip satchel.
At the Star Wars cantina. You think is it a bowl or a chalice?
It's a silver bowl.
Wonder if the bowl's what's magic.
Possibly. Can I read the aura on the bowl?
Let's find out.
Is that some witchy bullshit or some seer elf bullshit?
You'll know, maybe both.
You have no idea, motherfucker!
I just know it's probably bullshit.
Okay.
It's amazing.
All right. So the bowl is magical. And let's see if I can find out exactly what aura it has.
Don't
It
want
may
me to
just
be able to see what's magic? Get fucked.
It's literally 2 cantrips. It's really obnoxious. Like, you have to, like, ping the room to figure out if there's magic present, and then wander around casting a cantrip on various objects until you figure it out.
Yes.
Whatever
Super,
works.
super great. You know what? We're gonna call that just magical, which is Pathfinder 2e's equivalent to universal.
Ah,
If you'd
let's
like
see.
a comparative framework there.
Regular magical.
It's just innate. Just has some magic.
I can't tell what kind of magic, but it is magic.
I haven't fallen over dead from a taste yet.
Come on, take a little sippy. You know you want to.
Oh, I was about to.
That's how I knew
Byron
you wanted to.
Byron picks it up and takes a sip.
All right. What I need for you to do, I can make you do it, and will. Uh-oh.
Oh gosh.
A 19 is
So-
a failure. Get fucked.
Yeah, it's strong. Well, if you were missing any hit points, you would have gotten 1d8 back of them regardless. Whether you
Nice.
failed or succeeded. So this thing can heal you. And then you can have this. All right, so you feel the ocean's waves crash through your stomach. You feel sick to your stomach.
Oh.
That effect that I just dropped on you gives you a -1 status penalty to all d20 rolls, armor class, and spell DCs for 1 hour.
Oh.
Byron,
Byron, are
are
you
you
okay?
okay?
He retches in the corner.
He's
Oh,
not
no.
okay.
Yeah, you just
Why
feel
is everything moving?
the idea of a wave crashing inside your stomach actually makes me want to hurl in real life.
Yeah, same. Same.
The bowl on the altar is still for a moment, and then with a pleasant bubbling sound, the water refills.
Huh.
Anybody else want to try the water?
No, thank you. If he's hurling in the corner, I am good.
I feel like my guts are swimming, and not just swimming in a nice little pond, but swimming in the stormy seas. Blech.
Okay.
Also, your mouth, now that you've thrown up,
Okay, poor Byron.
it's salty, and most of what came up is clear.
Oh.
It's like you swallowed a bunch of seawater. Went down fine. Did not come up fine. Which honestly explains most of my drinking days as well.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm now looking at the slippery floor and looking over at Byron and back at the floor, wondering what I'm standing in.
I'm sure his blast radius isn't that big.
No, not his. Previous.
Oh! Centuries of devoted worshippers have come here and yacked on the floor. So how was church? Well, blah. I made an offering to the Squid God, which is now this party's official term for I need to throw up. I have to go make an
Yep.
offering. I need to go make an offering to the Silent Lord.
Yes.
Yeah. It's no calling the dinosaurs, but it's good.
100% on board for calling the dinosaurs. Next time I play my lizard folk, that is 100% her new phrase for it.
Nice.
Where's the wizard? Oh, calling the dinosaurs.
I'm just gonna. I think I just need to sit for a bit, and then we can do whatever.
Okay.
You sit down. You look positively green.
It's very subtle. I can't turn it up anymore for some reason, but I hear the swishing, swashing of water.
Ah,
Nice.
Don't know.
Hear it anymore, but I did.
It's your gut. We all hear your gut.
Oh God.
I guess we'll hang out in here for an hour.
Byron is doing some deep breathing exercises.
Yup.
Head between your knees.
I wonder what would happen if I take out my water skin and pour a little bit in, like as an offering.
I like pouring some of your water into the bowl.
Into the bowl, yeah.
Well, if this were Dune, that would be very intimate.
Biscuit's like, you know what will make you feel better? Petting me.
Holding me so I don't have to walk on this gross ass floor.
Right?
Yeah,
That's
this
a
floor
cat.
is this floor is 100% unacceptable to Gatos. Science fact.
Yes. Like, I am not putting my peats in that.
So does anything happen with the new water in the bowl from the canteen?
It overflows the bowl a little bit. Pools on the surface of the altar. And it's actually interesting. Obviously, pouring water into this bowl of water would cause the surface to, develop a little bit of turbulence. There's a little bit of rippling there. The instant the water has overflowed onto the altar, the remaining water in the bowl goes glass smooth. Like it's never been touched.
Huh.
Interesting. Try dumping it out.
The whole bowl?
Yeah.
This bitch empty! Yay!
I'll pick it up and pour it on the altar?
Right, you get a nice pool of clean water that runs over the sides of the altar. When you put the bowl down, it begins refilling again. Interestingly, the water, when poured from the bowl onto the altar, actually washes away some of the muck and slime that it touches. It cleanses surfaces that it touches.
Ah.
I'll cleanse around the room.
Hey, walk around, do a little cleansey.
Bleh.
Byron does a little
That's what I'm
uncleansing. It's great.
Keep it to your corner, Byron. Keep it to your corner.
Yeah, it's great. You like walk around with a bowl that refills itself every few seconds as you splash water around, and the shrine is looking a little bit less shit than it was when you found it.
The least we can do for hanging out for an hour.
You do get a feeling after this approximation of ritual cleaning.
Kind
You
of
feel
feeling do I think?
it's very hard to describe. You feel a pressure that's almost palpable. A sense of something being there that you can't see. Like being in a dark room and knowing that a very large animal is directly to your left, but you can't see them. You just know they're there.
Okay.
You also get to watch something interesting happen.
Uh-oh.
After a few moments, fresh moisture beads up on the surface of the octopus statue
Oh no.
and drips onto the floor. There's something very regular and orderly and rhythmic about the dripping. Each time the droplets hit the stone floor, there's a tap, 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 tap. Regular as a metronome. Hey, Byron.
Yeah.
As the tapping fills the room, attempt another fortitude saving throw, and if you can modify your roll, not entirely sure what tools you have at your disposal, but I think you can.
I can.
+1 at the bottom there. Give yourself a +1 circumstance bonus to the fortitude save.
Oh no.
Oh,
Byron, you okay?
no, he's not. He doesn't look so good. Does he look worse?
That dripping
He
sound
might
is
look
the
a
most
little worse.
fucking annoying thing you have ever heard in your life. It is
I-
like it is dripping directly on your forehead.
I can't fucking even. I will be out here.
I also just want to point out that I was unprepared for the forge to hit me with a womp womp sound effect.
You're welcome.
Y'all didn't warn me, and I appreciate that about you. That's what I appreciate about you.
Yeah, like we'll go ahead and leave. Like, thank you for not, murdering us.
Eating
Hope
us.
you like your happy, clean room and peace.
Dear Balastrada, thank you for not clapping me with all 8 of your mighty arms.
Yeah,
Yes.
In your guise as the octopode.
especially with that feeling of nope, bye.
Sometimes it is oppressive to be in the presence of the blessings of the gods.
Yeah. That's
And
it.
sometimes you roll a 19 on a DC 20 fortitude save and end up barfing for an hour.
Yup.
So that sucks. For you specifically. But as a knock-on effect, kind of sucks for everyone else too. Not just because they have to listen to you. They have to listen to you yodeling into a corner for an hour, but also because it sucks when your frontliner has the yarps for an hour.
Yup.
Wow, it's so much less, moist in here.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Malistrada was like, try it again, kid. Come on, dig deep. And Byron was like, no! presence became the magical personification of a fed up lipsmack.
Yeah.
Okay, now the dripping is going to be fucking annoying instead of soothing. You earned this, kid. Enjoy.
Byron starts to call the dinosaurs, or make the offering to the Silent Lord, and Biscuit's like, check his mouth. What's in his mouth? Tell him to drop it. What did he eat?
Was he licking spoons again?
It's okay. Everybody gets hairballs.
I feel like licking horn spoons is the fantasy equivalent of a cat licking plastic.
Yes.
Probably.
Except when it's a familiar, like, Biscuit, what do you have? A knife! No!
Oh no!
Where did he get a knife?
How are
Who gave him a knife?
Now it's mine.
your feet have knives in them?
So
I know
does
that
this
from
wear
Spark.
off after an hour, or do I have to keep?
Yes, after 1 hour it will clear, and I will dismiss
Awesome.
that. It's actually really easy to do. I like that. I just
Yeah.
click on you and just right-click the little icon that pops up on my screen, and I can dismiss effects on you.
Easy peasy.
Only real
right, so we
things
got-
work that way.
I am going to try to perceive any possible traps in this little hallway. Is that a thing I can do with the perception roll?
Absolutely.
$17.
All right. As you're standing there peering around, you don't see any traps, but something does happen.
Bum bum bum.
Directly to Byron's right, the stone slides apart, revealing a passageway.
Wait
Wow.
a minute.
What'd you
This
do?
is interesting.
All right, so
Byron,
what you see in this chamber, the small chamber contains an old wooden chest emblazoned with the symbol of a key. Behind the chest is a massive contraption of gears and pulleys that looks like the inner workings of some unseen device. Although the room is otherwise dark, aside from, your light source that you brought with you, you can see tiny shafts of light coming from the wall on one side. Tiny holes in the wall allow them to peek through this wall. I'm pretty sure it's the north wall. Yes, north wall?
Yes. Yeah, we can see through.
Yeah, there you go. On the far side of this area, you can see a kobold who appears to be standing watch.
And I can hear him too.
If you listen, you hear fragments of a quiet conversation between a few other kobolds, talking about the boss's new pet and plans for the town above.
What do we want to do?
I kind of want to see what the gear does.
I know, right? I want to inspect the gear thingy.
I'm glad you all said that too.
Alright, it looks like this is the control mechanism for the puzzle in the other room.
Ah.
It would appear that these mechanisms, in addition to manipulating the statue in the other room and activating its magical voice and its ability to weigh the various coins. It also unlocks the door and seems to have something to do with that chest over there as well.
We should open the chest.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, if that opens the has something to do with the chest, can I don't know, perceive the correlation between the two?
It's actually, as you're kind of looking over it, you realize that there are some kind of mechanism built into the chest, and there is a pulley at the back that seems to lock and unlock the chest, but there's also something else there. Anyone examining the chest can break out a crafting skill check for me.
That is a thing that some of you might have. That is
A
not
little
me.
bit of it. We'll see.
All right. Adamiri and Lauren both notice that in the back of the chest is a lever.
Do you want me to pull it?
Checking out the lever, kind of looking it over, there are two dwarven symbols on it, two glyphs that you have seen before in your training with the Freeblades. They indicate armed and disarmed. The lever is currently set to the disarmed position.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
As you're kind of looking this thing over, you determine that this thing controls a trap in another area.
Ah.
It would
Pull the
arm-
lever, Kronk.
Can I pull it? I'll pull it.
Pull the lever.
Absolutely. There is a tonk. You hear gears and plates shifting inside the machinery. And a click.
It's like something's armed. Like ready to snap.
You also discover that doing so pops the lid on the trunk.
Okay, I'll push the lid all the way open.
Alright, let's see if I can convince this thing to...
Oh,
I'm not sure why they stuck the token for the vault all the way over there. Also, ignore the name Abadar.
there is a scroll of magic missile, an emerald, and some copper, silver, and gold. So the scroll should probably go to one of you caster-like people. Then
Scroll can be activated by someone who's able to use the arcane or occult casting traditions.
that's definitely the witch. This
Yeah, 'cause
witch,
I don't
anyway.
believe that's me at all.
Do you want it?
Yeah.
Go loot it from the box.
Do I highlight it and then hit loot?
Try to drag it onto your sheet.
It's got a little suitcase, so... If that doesn't work, I'll try handing it to you.
Okay, it'll let me
There
drag
you
it.
go.
And I'll hold on to the emerald, and we can sell that once we get back in town. And was there a way that it auto, dispersed the money last time? I can't remember.
No, we each took something last time.
I have a distribute coins button here on the thing. See if that does anything for you.
Yeah, go ahead and distribute evenly.
How'd that work for you?
That did everything except for the 3 gold, 2 silver, and 2 copper that would not split evenly.
Why don't we just
one second.
say, why don't we put them in like a bank for the party?
You can either tuck those aside as a group loot, or I'm going to try hitting it again, only I'm going to click allow coin type conversion.
Okay.
There you go. You have a couple of copper pieces just hanging out.
I'm gonna steal it.
Figure out what you're going to do with those. They're the party's copper pieces. They go. They're in the beer fund.
Nice. At the end of the mission, after we pay our dues or whatever, we can all donate a lump sum into a party fund if we want.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So we can hear kobolds, but we cannot see them.
You can see one.
At least from my angle, I can't.
Actually,
I
trying to
can't
figure out
either.
where the heck he is that you're able to see him standing guard.
You'd probably have to put him where you want him for him to be standing guard, maybe.
I think it's this cat, if you can see him.
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna move him about there.
I'll show you my line of vision.
Yeah.
If you watch my cursor.
Okay. So he's got to be
Anywhere this V-ish.
Like down the center.
Oh, I see a piece of him.
Yeah, that's the guy you can see standing guard. I don't know how they expected you to be able to see him standing guard, even if you like move around to change your exact angle of vision. There's no way you'd be able to see where he was currently standing, or where he was originally standing. I don't know what they're talking about there, but yeah, you could hear them, and you can see that one idly buffing his claws on his chest.
You guys get a shot on him?
Jib jabbing.
I don't think so.
I don't know if I can focus my magic down into a
It's like-
small point like that.
I could try a ray of frost, but I'm not sure if it would go through there.
She'd be like, but I am willing to try.
I am willing to try.
How big are the slits? Can I shoot an arrow through a slit?
It doesn't look like it.
No?
They're
Okay.
pretty small. You can kind of like press your eye up to them and get a look out, but it doesn't look like you'd be able to fire an arrow through there.
All right. Well, hold on that, and I'll get in position by this other door. And when you're ready, give a signal, and I'll bust through the door, and you shoot, and they'll be in disarray, and we can attack.
Keep in
Sound
mind
good?
too, we just armed something as well, so we need to be aware of that.
So we will be careful. Yes.
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 Do you? Can I maybe fit a? Let's see. Big enough to put your eye through. I'm willing to try it. If y'all are.
Yep. Just give me the signal.
Right, so let's see, can I target him? How would I try this, Game Master?
I couldn't target him.
See?
Yeah, it won't let me target him.
It let me. I double right clicked, I think.
There we go.
All right, you have him targeted. What would you like to attack him with?
The Ray of Frost.
All right. put your palm up to the hole and try
Try
firing.
it.
All right, let me find this little clown's armor class and whatnot.
Is it letting you bring up his sheet by double clicking him?
Yeah, I got his sheet.
Nice.
Okay. If you have any abilities that trigger on a flat-footed target, feel free to enable those when you make this attack roll. And also give yourself a -1 on the roll because you are attempting to shoot through a tiny hole at a dude who is around a corner. It just about balances out.
So it just on the circumstance?
Yeah, there's a little plus and minus I think you can drop there.
No, must not be 0.
You
There
can
it
just
goes.
subtract it from. Okay, I was to say otherwise you can just subtract it from the
Maybe.
total.
-1. Oh, I can't see it.
Oof.
Critical miss. Great. I tried.
All right, the beam shoots over the kobold's head into the dark.
Thunk.
Puts some ice on a wall. He freaks out. He freaks entirely out.
Byron slams it, slaps the door open, ready to go.
All right. The door opens with a creak, revealing a massive chamber that looks like an audience hall. On the far side, a broad set of stairs leads up to where a throne might once have been. Pillars support the high ceiling, and the ruined tatters of once decorative banners still hang from them. A decorative tile pattern centered on the middle of the room shows through the grime coating the floor. Typo here. It's like the grim coating? What?
Special coating. It's like powder coating, but more grim.
Alright. Now, close this guy's sheet for a second. Let us feast. Obviously, these guys are not actually hiding now that you're in the room. Let us reveal them. I'm going to turn off their jibba-jabbing
Aw.
because they're going to stop jibba-jabbing.
Start slipping, slapping.
They would like to attempt to menace you, yes. I would love to activate an encounter, but that is not working for some reason. Sir.
Maybe we all have to start rolling our initiative. No?
Yeah, that might help.
So you'll want to highlight them and then right click one of the tokens and choose the sword and shield on your HUD for the token.
That was the step I was missing. Thank you. Here we go.
And my dice are not great tonight.
They're kind of being salty garbage. I do like they included an animation for dice running into each other on the table. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
A little bit of immersion there. We used to have back in the day, we had a collision rule for dice. that to 2 parts. Knocking your die into somebody else's does in fact change their roll, and if the cat knocks your die off the table, that's what you rolled.
Good rules.
You know,
Nice. Strong.
right? Also heavily favors the cat.
As it should.
All right. Off we go.
Awesome. Okay.
Welcome to the danger zone.
Welcome to the danger zone. Okie dokie. I cannot do anything from where I currently am. So I'm gonna have to, begrudgingly, move in here.
Can she move through me in Pathfinder?
Absolutely. You can let your friends
Awesome.
by. All right.
Excuse me, Byron. Excuse me.
All right. I'm going to need to do a thing real quick.
Oh, crud.
You never know. It might be good for you.
Maybe.
I mean, probably not, but it might be.
Okay, 1 second. I'm checking how they actually want me to. All right. Go ahead and throw me a perception check.
Ooh. Let's see. Perception.
I keep wanting to look under skills for perception.
Me too. Every single time. Every single time. I'm like, just put it under the skills, damn it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have it in both places if you want, but put it under the skills too.
Yeah, stick it under initiative. Let me stick a couple more things under initiative, like, whatever I'm likely to roll for my initiative, like stealth or whatever. And then let me have my perception and my skills where I'll inevitably go looking for it.
Yes.
But alas, no. Default sheets are not set up that way. Custom sheets are. Default sheets, not so much. I should say custom sheets can be rather than are. Y'all know what I meant.
Yep. So Celia's rolling a perception. Is that what's going on?
Yesh.
Her internet just crashed.
Oh no.
Cool.
All right. So perception. Here's her perception.
I'm back.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello. I don't know what the hell is happening with my internet today. I am
Are you
sorry.
Are you on the Wi-Fi?
Yes.
Could be a bunch of stuff.
I'm on the same one.
Kobolds, probably.
She's on
Right,
the
but
same
she's-
Wi-Fi, but it's kicking me and telling me that I don't have access to my own internet.
That's pretty cool.
Are you
Yeah,
on
but then
different levels of a house, or?
Yes.
Yeah, that can happen. It's just not usual.
Because every game we play on a separate level and we've no issues. It's so weird. But I rolled. There we go. You got
A
it.
modified
There's
20.
my- Whoop whoop.
Very nice.
I perceive. I perceive.
You perceive that there is a whole ass trap next to you.
Oh, okay.
Did the borders of the trap pop up?
Yes, it
For you?
did.
Excellent. Now, if you would like, if you happen to be trained in thievery, you
I
could
do
attempt
not
to
believe.
spend 2 actions to disable this guy. Otherwise,
Don't step on it.
Don't step on that.
I
It's
plan on not stepping on that for sure. I am not trained in thievery, so I'm going to leave that bad boy for somebody else.
It is totally a free action for you to yell, "Oh shit, trap!" or
Yeah, that's yeah.
and
Oh shit.
point if you want.
Yeah. I am like literally going to mime to Byron from across the pillar or like this little area that like, over there, trap, chomp chomp, like yeah, it's a whole thing.
How'd a shark get in here?
Byron's like you could like cocking his head like a German Shepherd.
Huh?
They all do that. Like the entire breed, they all cock their heads, and almost all of them do it in the same direction.
Yes, they
Aw.
do.
That's awesome.
It's like
So
Labradors walking into doors; they all do it.
yeah, no, let's see. I don't know. I don't know if I want to jump out and be like, stabby stabby on this guy and incur the wrath, or if, well, I guess we're gonna need to anyway. Screw it. We're gonna go for it.
Yes.
YOLO.
Yeah, exactly. YOLO. So I am gonna get to a place where I can attack this dude. Because I can't see him behind this pillar, so I guess I'll pop right here. 10, 15, 20. Okay, so he is within enough feetage for me to... I will acid splash him.
Okay.
And... attack. Roll.
For splash.
Okay. He will get beamed with a acid splash.
Pow, pow, dude.
Excellent.
Zippity zappity. His cheeks just got clappitied.
Yeah.
Maximum damage.
And I'm gonna move just so I can let everybody else in. And still, like, mime to the trap over here. Over here. Don't go over here. No, over here.
It's funny how we set this up, like the moment the blast of frost goes, I jump into combat and attack, but mechanic says nah.
Yeah.
You should put yourself back where you started from that move into the room.
Wait, hold on. Wait, what?
You have expended.
Over here?
You have expend. Nope. Just into the room where you first ran into the
Right
room.
here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You have 3 actions. You spent 1 to stride, 2 to cast.
Cool.
All right. Let me click the next person button.
Yeah, it's the movement rule that you'll never hear me stop bitching about.
It only seems like it's weird. Although I don't love that stride and step are both single action activities. I guess it's just to keep people from abusing stepping. Although there are a lot of ways actually to telescope your action economy. Fighters are especially good at fighters and rogues are especially good at zipping around the battlefield and then bopping things without having to spend additional activities or additional actions. There's a lot of things like skirmishing strike and sudden charge.
I get it. I just think it's absurd that you can't move 10 feet, cast a spell, and then finish your movement. Seems not
depends
good.
on the spell.
So that's going to bring my question up. So if I'm casting my the mage armor on myself, so I need to target myself before I can do that.
Sounds like it.
Uh,
Looks like
No,
you
that's
just activated
wanted.
your focus spell.
That how do I? I guess I can't undo that.
I can.
Okay,
Ta-da!
learning here.
I mean,
Okay,
unless you want to teleport across the room.
no, not yet. I want my mage armor first. Okay, so did it?
Yep.
I guess it's all active.
It should be. Let me
Let's-
make double sure that it is by doing this. And now you're
Looks
armored up.
active.
Cool. Okay, and
on
now
on the card that pops up for the spell in the chat, towards the bottom, do you see a little like briefcase that says spell effect mage armor?
yes.
Okay, when you want to put an effect on yourself, you can just drag that to your icon on the map and drop it.
Okay.
I think you
Cool.
can also just drag it to your character sheet and drop it, but I know for sure that you can just drag it to your token.
To the icon. Okay. And then that counts as what?
That's 2 actions.
Two actions.
Casting
So how much movement am I allowed there?
2. You can take a single action to stride up to your maximum move.
So even if it takes I can move to here and
I
which is
assume your full speed is 25?
30.
30, you're fast. Yeah, you could move up to a single action will take you up to 30 feet
Okay.
wherever you want to go. If you want to run all the way out into the room, you can do that.
Yeah,
But you couldn't. But you couldn't
Same.
move 15 and then cast and then finish your 15.
No, there's specific feats for doing things like that.
Okay.
That's
but
no
I could-
problem.
Yeah, that I don't like that either, but I get it. So because I casted first, I can still take full 30 of movement.
Absolutely.
Okay. That
You
was
can also
15.
move and then cast. Move, strike, move. You can spend these actions in any order that you want, so long as you have enough actions for the specific activity.
Probably gonna regret it, but then I'll finish out the movement, and that will be the end of my movement. They actually, yeah. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's 30 right there. So that's it. Okay, I'm good.
Right. Wanted to see if maybe I needed to make cards for effects like cover so that I can just hand them to you if somebody hides behind that pillar, for example. Or, concealment if somebody wants to go to stealth or whatever. I haven't done that yet, but I probably should.
Might be a good idea. The 5e stuff has the automation for that with MIDI QL, but they don't make that for Pathfinder yet.
Yeah, it's basically just waiting on the fandom to catch up. Hopefully they will, since Foundry is doing so much partnership with Paizo. Really hope that kicks some automation development into action.
It probably will. All right, my turn. Bam.
Sudden charge.
I shouldn't have to, because that's 2 actions, the sudden charge, isn't it?
Yes, which allows you to move and then strike.
Right, but it would only be 1 action for me to actually take the movement over.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I'm just using my regular action.
Which leaves you 2 to slap this kobold around.
Yep.
Thus is the tactical game of 2E. They really want you to care about your movement. Which is why people who can punish you for moving are much more limited than they are in other games. Oh shit.
28.
Alright. Time to smash that damage button.
But why did
Oh,
only
shit.
one roll die? I power attacked.
Well,
I have it check marked and everything.
roll a second. I don't know why it did that. That's obnoxious. Is there a special button I have to hit?
Not last time, but here, I'll roll another die. So it'll be 14 damage.
And then I'll manually take off 2 more. There we go. Alright. Kind of ruined his shit for him. He wishes he'd
And,
stop.
Well, I'm not gonna, but I will for this turn. Because that's it.
Alright. And we'll pop over to Adamari.
Yay! I'm gonna do some moving.
Alright. And then once you guys actually finish this turn, I will roll the initiative for the kobolds. Because they will no longer be surprised by your adventurer bullshit.
Can I shoot past Byron, or do I need for his largeness to not be in the way?
You know what? I actually don't 100% know. He is smaller than Byron by quite a bit, but
That might work in his favor.
yeah, he might be able to take Byron as soft cover, but you know, anytime you're ready, Aeon SRD.
Chad is never ready.
Okay. As far as I know, I am not going to hunt through this thing for additional rules regarding cover. Go ahead and just blast his ass.
You know, it might actually be telling. It won't let me target him.
Oh,
Won't let you double right click.
It will not. Oh wait, there it goes.
Try again.
I kept trying to double left click.
All right, it's kind of hard to tell because Exerkin and your pips are close to the same color on my screen, but it looks like magic missiles don't miss anyway. I don't give a shit about cover. Feel free to smack that damage button.
But I get to shoot him twice, right?
Yeah. If you spend 2 actions to cast it.
Yes.
Cover be damned. Should be called magnet missile.
Right.
I, for years, played a sorcerer in a 3.5 game, and his somatic component for magic missile was gesticulating violently with his middle finger.
And that is me turn.
All right. Followed by, hey! Fuck you, buddy!
The clarion call.
All right. Kobolds get the shit together. But Celia's still winning. You may not be able to quote unquote win at D&D or Pathfinder, but you can win at initiative.
Yes.
True.
I will take the wins that I can. Let's see. You know, I don't see anybody else yet. I'm gonna just acid splash this dude again. For fun.
Thanks. Oh, you have Neffy's got tiger blood. Maybe. That doesn't seem
And
healthy.
just slowly burn him away.
Okay. Hit your attack. Ooh,
Miss.
so close.
It's a strong little kobold.
He's a nimble little bastard. He actually makes a little noise as he dumps his flat.
Oh,
And I think I'm gonna do something incredibly stupid.
Does it involve
good
running into
times.
a trap?
And I'm gonna move right here
Okay.
It's a try.
in
Well,
hopes
the
that I
trap.
can get somebody to come through that trap at me.
Well, you see that gray line? Gray border?
Gray
Is there a gray border
line.
for you there?
No.
Okay.
Now, all we see is the icon for the trap,
Okay.
which is a 5x5 square.
Unfortunately, the trap would like a word. You have... Unfortunately, you have activated my trap card.
Square.
This should work correctly, but we'll find out in a moment.
Told you it's gonna be incredibly dumb.
Here come these traps.
The trap is not a tulpa.
It did not target you correctly, which is obnoxious.
Is that like an item that doesn't have a price on it at the store and I can just pretend it's free?
On behalf of everyone
Yes.
who has ever been asked that question while working checkout,
Double
have
damage.
1k plus 4 damage. Give me them hit points.
I have been that person too, so it's the behind the counter, not in front of the counter. So
All right, let me
Oh,
see.
yeah.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Come on, let me target him. Pain in my ass. I get to make an attack roll for the spears again. Hey, spears, you want to give me your character sheet back? You said nah? Okay.
they said nah.
That's cool. $15, because you refused to target. You absolute pain in my ass. Let's see.
I'm an expert, trust me, says no trustworthy person ever. No, if you're trustworthy, like if you're not trustworthy, you can't say you're trustworthy. It's the law. It's like you got to tell me if you're a cop.
Are you a guard? You have to tell me. Hey, Gab. All right, the kobold that's over there, trust me, narrowly avoids getting a spear to the head as another one flies out of the wall. Because it attacks everything that is in the western line, one after another. All right, the trap will not activate again for a minute because it has to reload. In fact, you can hear it reloading.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
Okay. Options here. I can run back in there and turn that off.
Wait, never mind. This was a mistake.
Mistake.
We can just hide behind pillars. Let him take out some kobolds.
Well, here's my question: since the trap has been activated by me, if I chose not to move, I'm okay?
You mean, can you just stand there in front of it?
And be fine? Yes, that's my question.
Survey says.
Risky. Seems risky.
Okay, cool.
Would you like to make a because I just don't regularly look at you guys' character sheets, crafting or trap lore check,
Hey.
or dungeon lore if you happen to have that instead, and I doubt you do. Because lores are very, very specific.
You said crafting or what?
Your choice of a relevant lore, like dungeons or traps.
Okay. Nope. Nothing. So crafting it is.
Sure doesn't sound like it's reloading very fast.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I would also accept perception, obviously. I'm a fool of a toque.
But are you a
Well, that
damn
is
fool of a toque?
But
It depends on how bad I fail my stealth check.
I'll roll with it. It's cool.
I ain't scared.
I'm not scared.
Yeah.
Wieners don't get to make millions of gold, and I want to make
Yeah.
millions of gold. All right, you got anything else for me?
No, I am good. I'm stuck because I did all my stuff anyway. So yep.
All right, Lauren, you're up.
Wait, seriously, do we want to turn it off or are we good? We're gonna roll with it.
I don't think we can have the whole conversation while the fight's going
Alright.
on.
Cool. Works for me. I want to get rid of that little dude.
Throw it.
Pew pew pew.
Oh, ducking and dodging.
Alright, and then I'm I'll stay where I'm at.
All right. Do you happen to have a shield on your person? I don't imagine you do, since you're a
Don't.
laughing shadow and you need your other hand free.
I have the cantrip shield.
I think is shield a single action to cast?
Let me check. I also have shield.
I was reasonably certain that it was, because that's kind of its deal.
Cast
Yes.
time 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you could put a shield up to boost your AC.
Sure. Okay, yep. So I can actually cast 2 spells?
You can cast as many spells as you have actions for.
Ooh. Okay. We'll do that.
All right, let's grab spell effect shield, drop it
Yep.
on you. There you go. You're shielded up, AC +1.
Cool.
And
Okay.
you temporarily have access to shield block. So if damage is coming at you, you can sacrifice your shield cantrip temporarily to try and absorb some of the damage for you.
Okay.
There you go. Defensive magic, very useful.
You.
All right, Kobold Trapmaster has been getting clapped repeatedly.
Oh yeah.
He's ducking, he's dodging, there's spells flying at him, there's some freaking smooth skin with a giant axe trying to whoop his ass. He's tired of it. He's tired of all of it.
I don't think trying's the right word.
All right. He is going to spend a single action to step and avoid getting fucking bopped by this obviously capable-looking human for moving away from him. And then he is going to target. Work with me here. You really just don't want to do it, huh? You don't want to do it. That's fine. I don't know why I can't fucking do it, but he is going to huck a spear at Byron.
Nice.
And you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to switch to Twitch for a second, look at your overlay.
Oh yeah, my AC is 18. There's no way I could, even with my shield up, a 21's not something I can protect against.
I'm going to try and do some hurt. Amazing work, my friend.
Love it. Love to see it.
All right, you can have your 3. And I'm going to go ahead and take my last action to strike the hell away from you. Darts off into the darkness. Being Q Byron, you little shit!
Coming for them cheeks.
All right, Kobold Warrior is on his way to start some shit.
Almost looks like a little shark.
Yeah, they do. I really like the 2E redesign. Little dragon sharks. Little horns.
You see, I shark.
Yeah, yeah. Pantomime was correct. There's sharks here. Dungeon sharks.
All right, Byron, you're up.
Oh, sweet.
Took me a bunch of movement to get over there.
1, 2.
Oh, look, there's that little bastard.
Yeah, I'm coming for them cheeks.
Clapper slapper.
Nope.
No.
All right. So then it's a 5 because it's not letting me power attack for whatever reason. But it's a -5 to regular hit again, right?
I believe so, yes.
Nope.
He's ducking and dodging you.
My dice are cursed.
Also, this kobold is shockingly nimble.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
He
yeah,
is
17 missed. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's the head kobold.
Yeah. No, that shit happens. It's just like, damn. All right.
He's holding on to them non-existent little kobold cheeks with both hands.
I'm on them all night.
You know, take candle.
Yeah, I missed earlier.
So, if Byron would like to throw a perception real quick.
Oh, for sure.
You're not taking the seek action, but you are, equipped with ears. You are unaware of its exact location, but you think that there is an enemy just outside of the circle of your light. Somewhere over there, skulking in the shadows. You hear skulking.
He will yell 3 total? ?
And tell me he actually says ?
Yes.
No, right?
Perfect.
100%.
Always. All right, confirmation of the Kobold Warrior's existence as he comes yicking out of the darkness. All right, Kobold Warrior, show me your moves. What are they? What are your moves?
But the Cobalt Warrior has activated my trap card.
Horseshit.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, no, that wasn't you. That was my reaction to his moves. Horseshit. All right, he's a brave little guy. He's gonna come over here and try to start some shit.
Sure he is.
It's nice of him to run right up to the primary source of physical damage in the room. Absolute fucking champ he is. All right, well, dude, try and jibba jabba with the spear.
Yep. Oh no.
No,
he misses.
That is a whiff.
Yeah.
All right, I'll try a map. Oof!
Sit down, bitch.
Wow, you actually successfully rolled a negative number on an attack roll. What a wiener. What an absolute wiener.
I hope you stabbed yourself in the foot with that.
-1.
In the future, whiffing Byron like that could become extremely dangerous for enemies. There are fighter feats for I caught you tripping, and
Yep.
now I'm going to riposte. All right, Adamiri. What you got?
Hello. Hello, friend.
Friends, plural. They're everywhere. Little shits.
Take that reflex save. DC 17.
Oh, no!
Ooh, ooh. Is his name Oscar Mayer? 6 damage if he doesn't save.
Hey, jerk ass. You wanna? Let's try something real quick.
Hey, fuck ass.
Adamiri, click that save button. And see if you can force me to roll a save.
Okay.
If that works.
I clicked.
And new shit. Fantastic. I assume you want this kobold warrior that's directly in front of you.
Yes.
All right. Where are your saves, you nerd? Don't do it twice.
He's gonna lose.
Go ahead. Just keep failing. It's fine. All right. And I believe I will be taking 6 points of damage.
Yes.
Electricity damage.
I don't like that. I get shuckied.
And that is all my actions.
What a shocking experience.
Did you move or something?
I did
Oh,
move. I moved from behind the pillar.
Right. Okay. Every once in a while, you will discover that your GM in this game has a absolutely garbage short-term memory. Murmury. Good. It's fine.
Murmury.
Not like I've been speaking my second language English for literally decades at this point. For so long that I don't even have an accent. All right, Celia, you're back up.
All right. I'm going to
Yeah,
know
me
what?
too.
Same though.
Same energy.
I like being dumb, so I'm going to move forward. And then, you know what? I'm just gonna bump the crap out of him. That's what we're gonna do.
Spagukat sprechen Sie Deutsch.
It's true, I do.
I don't know if I bump him or not.
You do not.
Damn him. All to hell.
Failure. Failure to bonk.
Alright, so that, I moved and that, so yeah, I don't think I have another, because that's one action. I think that was, 2 actions? So, yeah.
You took a single action to step, I believe.
Yep.
And a single action to bonk, which leaves you with an
Ooh.
action left. Strike is a
Strike
single action.
Bonk again.
All right, click your map -5 button.
Multi-action penalty.
Multiple attack.
Sure.
Same thing. And now he's still juking and jiving.
Damn him. Alright, cool.
It is,
Another dumb
however,
thing.
I feel like the moment's gone for me to do a stupid GM trick and actually say something in German. So,
The moment is not gone.
is it not gone?
No.
Never gone.
Willkommen zum Pathfinder 2! There was no reason to say it like that. None. None. That's why I did it. Guten Abend!
I'm gonna have to do more Rosetta Stone and then come at you with some absolute just alphabet soup of German.
Do you know what is hilarious, actually? I don't have an accent in English, but I do in German. I have a Bavarian accent, specifically. Which is great, because my Hochdeutsch is terrible. Absolutely ghastly.
We could just rock it like Wolfenstein and just knock open doors and be like, Guten Tag.
Yeah.
Ihre Papiere sind bitte. Freud leben! Nie schießen! Lauren, you're up.
Okay,
I'm
so
weird and you're up.
see,
All
I
things that are
see
true.
no targets at all.
No, they're
Yeah.
all hiding behind pillars from you.
Yeah, apparently.
Are you carrying a light source, or are you just leaning on
Well,
ambient light?
no, that's what I was asking earlier. Is like last session I did the cantrip light, and it has
Oh.
not went off.
One moment. Can you cast light?
I
Don't worry
can.
about expending an action.
Oh,
I just want to see if I can put a light source on you.
okay.
Spell effect light. All right. Did the room just suddenly get brighter for you?
No.
Cool. One moment.
I was gonna say she did have an icon appear on
The
her.
the torch thing should be active, so you should be able to right click her token and then click the torchy button, and it should light her up. Should, not necessarily will.
Let's see. All right. How about now? Does it look any different to you?
No.
Weird. I can see your light source.
Yeah, I have. There's a light going this way.
Refresh.
Oh, wait. So is there are there two giant cones of light shooting out of either side of your character right now?
Yes.
Okay, it's working. The light can't shine through the solid pillar. That's just weird. Blanks.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, how long does that actually last?
Light has a duration of until you make your next daily preparations.
So, cast it once, it lasts 24 hours, basically.
Correct.
Cool.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm
much
just a glowworm.
Yeah, much like mage armor, you can do your daily preparations and then expend the spell slot for mage armor, and it just lasts until you take a nap. Technically, 24 hours isn't actually the rules as written duration.
Okay.
It is until you make your preparations again. So if you just never refresh your spell slots and take a nap, light just stays up.
Indefinitely.
I don't know if they meant for it to be eternal, if there's some additional rule that I'm overlooking somewhere, and there definitely could be. But yeah, it's until you make your preparations again.
I'll try to remember to turn it off and on.
Yeah. If you click on yourself, little icons for mage armor and light should appear up in your upper right quadrant of the map, right next to the chat.
Yeah, I see it.
And that'll actually give you your time duration more reasonably than what I just said. The Foundry concludes that it's 24 hours.
It says 24 hours. Yeah,
It's fine. No beef. That's fine. That's a reasonable amount of time for a spell to last. So yeah, unless you dismiss that, which technically, I don't know that Pathfinder 2e bothered to have specific rules for dismissing spells. Out of curiosity, what object did you cast it on?
Thanks for the lurk, Snow.
Do what?
I was thanking chat for something. What object did you put light on?
The original cast or this one? I'll put on my dagger. My dagger.
Okay. Works. Makes sense to me. It's one of my favorite things, actually, to cast light on as a dagger, because when I want to put the light out, I can just sheath it.
Sheath it, yeah.
And then when I take it back out again, it's lit. Also fond of putting it on a copper piece and then throwing the copper piece into a room.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Moves like that. Big fan of them. All right, so don't worry about having expended an action to cast that, because you already had it.
All right. I still don't see anything.
Yeah, they're still hiding behind pillars and shit. There is a guy right If you draw a, do I have a little visible pip on the screen you guys can like eyeball?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Follow my pip. I'm going to go from the corner of your box along your beam of light.
Okay.
There's somebody lurking in this square here. You can't see them very clearly, and you don't think that you could get a shot at them from where you are standing, but you definitely get the impression somebody is skittering around back there. Mostly because you were told there were 3 guys.
Question mark.
3 question mark, yeah. Sure, why not? Okay, so there, oh, that works. I can see one of them now.
Hey! You can see him. He can see
You see-
you. He looks concerned. If you would like to continue your movement as a single action, your movement stops when you tell me you're done moving.
Okay. So that was
We're not going to play by chess rules. You did not actually take your hand off of your mini.
to not move.
Oh, there's a guy there. Okay, I'm going to keep going. For example, if you would like to set this dumbass up for the flank.
Okay, so I have to move this way.
There you go. And now you
order.
can see all of them.
Okay, so with the flanks, I have to do what? Diagonal?
You need to be on a square adjacent to an ally who also threatens the target. Or
Right
not
now.
adjacent. Sorry. You need to be
Across.
adjacent to an enemy, opposite an ally, corner to corner, who also threatens that enemy. So you are currently flanking with Celia. So this little nerd in the middle is flanked.
Okay,
Nerd.
for this one. All right.
Yeah.
And
Nerd.
if you have anything that activates on a flank, I
Will it do it
Foundry-
automatically or?
believe Foundry will actually ask.
Okay.
I haven't tested that theory yet. At some point, I really ought to just get together with Exerkid and set up a Pathfinder 2e rule set test room, like a white room, and just see what does what when I click buttons and just go nuts.
Absolutely.
Ooh, that's be fun.
But yeah, if there's
Yeah.
anything that you need to if you need to manually turn on for the purposes of
So flanking gives a circumstance bonus in this, right?
that is my understanding. Yes.
So let's see, that would be my movement, so that'd be what, 1 action, correct?
Yes. To stride is an action.
Okay. And then would drawing a sword be the 2nd action, or is that what is that considered?
If you are not already holding your weapon, which I am willing to give anybody who wants it a literally, this is what, session 2? Pass
Yeah.
on whether or not you want to declare your character was walking around with a weapon earlier because you did see bad guys. If you'd like to have...
we saw the one in the room, so before we
knew
entered,
we knew we were getting into a fight.
So so I would have had my sword ready, just because apparently
right.
I'm crappy at magic tonight.
When you and an ally are flanking a foe, it has a harder time defending against you. A creature is flat-footed, taking a -2 circumstance penalty to AC to creatures that are flanking it. So let's see if I can impose flat-footed on this guy without having to do... come on, give me some options here. AC details? No. Okay. AC? No. Okay. Effects. Conditions. Let me add one. No? Not having it, huh? Okay. Okay. Since I cannot readily and easily on Foundry make this thing flat-footed because I don't have like a button for that or anything. We'll just treat your AC or treat his AC as too lower manually through the power of math. If you decide to slap him around with your sword a bit.
Yep. All right. So I guess just hit strike.
That's the one.
Yes. Oh, brat.
All right. 9 will not hit me even with my AC down by 2.
Okay.
So you can make
and
one
then-
more attack at -5, right?
That is correct. There should be a map -5 button next to strike.
Mine says -4. Would that be the right one?
That's the one. You have. Oh, okay, yeah. You have something that's reducing it. Specifically, that you are carrying a agile weapon.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Agile weapons are good at it.
That'll
Good
do it
call.
every time.
Oh,
Ooh.
and it's a crit.
Critical.
Nice.
Critical on a
Wah.
at a natural 20. That green light or the green lit up words.
Yes.
Just means it was a natural 20 on the die.
All right. Hit the damage button.
Did you hit the critical damage button?
It did not give me an option to.
What the hell?
She murdered
Only-
him.
Oh, he only took 2 damage from the critical because he only had like 2 hit points left.
Oh, I got it.
Ah,
I was about to
okay.
say, like, why did that do 2 instead of 8?
It didn't do
Because
anything.
it simplified the math. Well, yeah.
Okay.
You run him through. Absolutely sword through his back, out his chest, spray your friend with blood, rip it out sideways, and he crumples to the ground. Super dead.
Legendary.
Sorry, Celia.
It's okay.
At least,
Pill
if
stealer.
it
Pill
helps,
stealer.
they're only like 3 feet tall, so it didn't hit your face.
It's a kobold kebab.
Oof.
Figure out how to get the blood out.
I can wash my skirt later. It's fine.
Well, if you happen to know prestidigitation, that's one way to get rid of it.
It's all right. I know where we got some infinite water here, so
Right.
just don't drink it unless you're
All
feeling
right.
particularly like pale.
Or lucky.
All right. His first move. Going to be to. Come on, let me just do it. You gonna be weird about it? You gonna be weird about it?
Gotta be weird about it.
Gonna be weird about it? You little shit. Just do it. No? Okay, what's this button do? 1 second. There we go. All right, he's going to spend an action to activate his hurried retreat ability. So he's going to attempt to flee away from his dogged pursuer. His AC increases by 2 against Byron's opportunity attack if Byron chooses to use his reaction.
Yeah.
Give him the good news.
Byron does choose, in fact.
Byron is a fighter. He chooses violence by default.
Right. I
All
might
right.
miss, but I choose.
You have reminded him of why he's scared of you. And he is going to scamper over here. He doesn't have any more spears to throw at you, but he does run over there and yanks out his short sword, and then he makes a taunting face at Byron. He also chitters something in Draconic, but you're not entirely sure what it is if you don't speak Draconic. If you do speak Draconic for some reason, which,
I might. Let me see.
you might.
Do not.
I say for some reason, like there's not any number of good reasons to speak Draconic, including, knowing that these little shits exist. I really enjoy how this guy ran away, leaving his friend to get fucked.
Yeah.
Because if Byron just stays where he is, like, Lauren's within a single step of flanking yet another enemy.
Truth.
I don't know where my languages are, so I probably don't.
Yeah, excellent. Let's see if I can figure that out real quick.
It's on your front
Make-
page, underneath your speed, encumbrance, and speed types. You don't. You speak Elven and Common like me.
You speak nerd.
Nerd.
Actually, we should at some point in the near future fix that about Adamiri.
Yes.
She has an int of 18. She should speak 4 more languages.
Yes.
That was not in the character creation of the beginner box.
Well, those fucks. Yeah, it's in your ancestry. Elves speak. Let's see. Common, Elven, and additional languages equal to your intelligence modifier. From there's a menu: Celestial, Draconic, Gnoll, Gnomish, Goblin, Orcish, and Sylvan, and any other languages to which you have access, such as languages prevalent in your region.
So would it be legit if she had Draconic then?
Absolutely. She's a witch. It makes absolute sense that she would pick a language that is commonly used by spellcasters.
Yes.
And also commonly known by elves based on the language selection. As a matter of fact, I believe Byron actually speaks at least one more language.
Oh, sweet.
Because humans, one of the perks of being human is that you gain additional languages equal to 1 plus your int modifier.
Huh.
So even with a 10 intelligence, you'll speak at least 3 languages, because I believe being a half-elf gives you Elvish.
Yeah. Fuck it. It'll be Draconic too.
All right. What the little bastard says is, "Come and get me, soft skin!"
Sweet.
And so I did. It's weird because he actually wanted me to clap him. Dead. Supposed to be skipping the dead guys.
All right.
Unfortunately for the Trap Master. It's violence time.
In response, he says, "Eat my whole ass."
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And he can get that opportunity attack, of course.
All right. One moment.
Was it Friskmine and Gaza Narst Kobold?
Very close to that, yeah. Kobold is even a German word, so refers to a little critter that lives in mines. All right. So, you do not actually leave any squares he threatens.
Well, yeah, I'm going to go here. I just stopped for him to hit me.
Oh, Yeah, no, like he won't get an opportunity attack from you entering a square he threatens. You have to leave the square he threatens.
Right. I was here, and I'm gonna
Oh,
end up
oh,
here.
the warrior.
Yeah.
Fortunately for you, he doesn't have opportunity attack.
Oh, sweet, cool.
Yeah, it turns out that in a bid to make you want to move around more and stop doing things like the wizard stands in one place throwing spells, reactions aren't actually that common. You'll encounter them. You'll encounter enemies who have them. Oh!
There we go.
Throwing hands!
First swing misses, but throws him off guard as he comes in with that second swing.
That sweep is so good. Love sweep. Oh!
Maximum damage.
Nice.
He's dead as shit. Unfortunately, I have terrible news.
Spears are reloaded.
Not those.
Okay, cool. He had a trap that he threw down, or he has a.
He has a
like...
spike. He has a spike trap deployed.
Yeah. I figured as much.
All right, time for that reflex saving throw. Success. What? Does it do something on a saving throw? What is the saving throw for? Fucking doesn't say.
Once a trap is deployed in a square, it deals 2d6 8 damage to anyone who steps on that square, and they must attempt. So it deals the damage regardless, and then what?
Yeah, no. I feel like that's backwards. You say don't take any damage from the snare because they don't know how to write a fucking stat block apparently. Yeah, so it's a snare. Like, they have stats.
Right.
I'm not going to bother looking them up right now, but they do things. Players can build them if you have snare crafting. My ranger build has snares. My kobold ranger builds little strangle traps and shit, and he leaves everywhere.
Nice.
Yeah, if he knows that a fight's going to break out in a particular area while he's scouting, he starts setting up traps just to be obnoxious.
Well, this guy gets wrecked, and that's my turn.
Party can find them.
Of course. This guy gets wrecked, and that's my turn. So.
Yeah, so he ducks the first blow, not realizing that there are two blades on a great axe, and Byron counters the momentum of his weapon and swings it up and takes his little grubby head off. Huge mess, huge success. This is not looking good for me. In fact, this looks real bad for me. Okay, so the Kobold Warrior is going to study the situation. You can practically hear the gears whirring in his head. And in Draconic, he says, "Fuck it, I yield!" and drops his spear. Don't hurt me! Mary. He ran away. He ran in a straight line towards the wall, and is actually, I'll say this corner, and he is cowering.
He's yielding.
That's what he said.
She'll say that to the group in case anybody doesn't speak Draconic.
Hey, chat, does anybody want to play a Kobold fighter in a Pathfinder 2e game?
If you want to, I will roll a better sheet than this guy currently has for you. I will make that sheet for you. 100%. Don't even worry about it.
She's just going to move within range, but she's not going to attack or cast or anything like that. I'm looking to see if I have anything that could maybe bind him up, but I don't.
If you are carrying an adventurer's pack, which I hope you are, you have rope.
She will tell him in Draconic, I want to make sure you don't run away.
Okay. Would you like to throw a skill behind that? Your choice of intimidation or diplomacy?
Yes. I have 0 and I'm untrained in both.
It's a skill that you could use untrained.
Yeah.
You can give yourself a +2 circumstance bonus on this because all of his homies are dead, and you are much taller than him, and you have magic, which he respects.
Here we go.
You know what? An 11 is respectable. He starts to make a kind of weird little like tail wagging gesture. Looks thoughtful for a second, and then you're pretty sure that head bobbing is supposed to be nodding.
Okay.
Anybody who has line of sight on this little goober, if you happen to have any ranks in society or monster lore, or
I have a
kobold lore,
lot of society.
So do I.
you can roll society to recognize kobold gestures. If you are not trained in society, you can throw a sense motive instead, which is a function of perception. Fighters are actually quite good at reading people, as it turns out. Whoa!
Nice.
A train flew at my face?
That's the pain train.
Lord. a little unnecessary on a perception check, but I'll go with it. All right. Amongst goblins, he's a kobold. Amongst kobolds, a gesture of submission is to twist the head to one side and wag your tail. Agreement can be signaled without speaking by thumping your tail. And ordinarily, bobbing your head is a sign of aggression. They hunch their shoulders forward and juke their head up and down really fast. And that basically means fuck off or we're fighting. However, your impression is that this kobold understands that non-kobolds nod their head to say yes. So he is attempting to mimic head nodding. Byron gets a very good read on this guy. This kobold gives up. He is not interested in continuing this fight. He does not. He has no reason to throw his life away. Because I feel that intelligent creatures shouldn't have to fight to the death just because they're in a combat encounter.
Who'd have
Wow.
thought? Wow,
Right?
I didn't know it did that.
Oh, wow.
So anybody in chat that wants to play Pathfinder 2nd Ed every other Tuesday, we got room for a kobold.
What do you need your stupid fucking rope for?
It's your fucking
Tie 'em
rope,
up.
Charlie Bronson.
Your stupid fucking rope. I can occasionally I can do an Irish accent. For some reason I played a character with a Irish adjacent accent that was frequently mistaken for a bad Irish accent for a number of years, but not intentionally, apparently.
That character was also fluent in chainsaw.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sometimes he did have to let Betsy Muller do the talking.
Good times.
Good and bad memories. Would you brain shut down for just a second? 1 second, rebooting. There we go. Would you guys like to drop out of initiative?
I'm fine too.
Yeah, I'm good too.
All right, I will end this combat.
Other folks.
I'm good.
All right. Hostilities are at an end.
Celia's like, no, I'm gonna eat them.
The key,
Warn him.
like 30 goddamn letters, does not exist in the something or another. Just thought everyone should know.
Okay.
I don't know. It was some error message. It was only on the screen for a split second.
Oh yeah, when you're in combat, it does an error message.
Yeah, it's some automated something or another, some script it's looking for that does not exist.
It's the Foundry going, gamers don't stop combat. What's going on? Did you mean to do that?
Yeah, what?
There's
There's
eggs on
something
the board.
alive in the initiative that isn't the part. What's going on? That's not hobo. That's not murder hobo shit.
It's its version of you left the headlights on when you're trying to turn the car off.
Bing, bing, bing. Which
Yeah,
is kind of what the inside of Byron's head sounded like earlier when he was
oh god,
getting fucking turned inside out.
it's like a
All right.
buoy in a storm.
If you love not work the way I love not work, you will have bothered to notice that much like every game since we stopped giving a shit about 3.0, use rope is not a freaking skill on your sheet, but survival is.
Okay.
Unless you're
And,
Mike Merles.
Unless you're Mike Merles. If you would, that reminds me, I need to figure out if rope bondage would be technically a performance or a craft.
I'd say craft, but I got to get this off my chest, internet. Mike Merles in 2015 said tying a knot is a sleight of hand check. Fucking Boy Scouts tie knots. It's survival. Sailors tie knots. It's survival.
If I was being generous to a rogue or some other scoundrel type character and was like, you want to
Sure.
tie a knot with sleight of hand, you've got nimble little fingers, fucking go for it. For everyone else, just roll survival if you've got it.
Mm-hmm.
It sets the DC for escape artist attempts. Incidentally, if anyone who has survival would like to assist,
Let me see what I got on this guy.
there's a aid function somewhere.
Now I have a question. So if
do.
crafters tie knots, are they sneaky hookers?
I hope so. I have survival. How do I aid?
On whether or not you want people to call you that. Is there an aid button on your action list?
I don't see it, but after this roll, can we take a 5?
We absolutely can. Come on.
I don't see an
Anywhere?
aid.
Anywhere. Absolutely not. Okay. It should be listed as a default action on your character sheet, but that's fine. Oh, wait, is it listed as an exploration? No. Downtime? No. Okay. Apparently you have no exploration activities that you can use, which is strange. Well, you don't need to roll anything, because I don't think it's that important. We will treat the 17 as a 19.
Okay.
It is now a 19.
Awesome.
Because they didn't give you a button.
All right. Well, he's tied up, and we're going to take a 5-minute break here, chat, so don't go anywhere. Except for us, we should go somewhere and like stretch and get fresh water or something. But Nevi says, otherwise I sound like a gravelly sex phone operator, at least from what I've been told. Oh, and I can occasionally be a gremlin on helium. But can you be a gremlin on helium's sex phone operator? That's the question. That's the trick. Ponder that. I'll be right back.
I'm already pondering it.
All right, are we all back?
I am back.
Yep.
Sweet. I suppose I could have technically paused the game, but not super stressed about it.
House.
Pows. All right. Well, your loot for this room includes Ann Kobold.
Yeah.
You can take stuff off of the Kobold, Trapmaster, and Warrior that you killed. And frankly, you can take this little guy's stuff too. He can't really stop you. Let me see if there's actually any other loot in this room. Ah, yes. The Kobold Trapmaster is wearing a necklace that attracts the eye. Where is this?
How do you get it?
I click the make this NPC lootable on death button.
Aha ha ha!
Now you can run his pockets.
But there is
He
no
doesn't-
next.
Yeah.
Well, that's very interesting because it's definitely supposed to be there.
It's invisible.
All right, I will describe this necklace for you. And then I will create an item card for it so that you can take it. Which is another thing that absolutely takes me back.
Yeah.
All right, the Kobold Trapmaster is wearing a special necklace, a simple copper chain, and a cracked piece of a large eggshell. The shell is ivory in color, but has strange green veins running through it. This piece is only about 3 inches long. The egg it came from must have been at least 2 feet wide. You have no idea what on earth laid this. Not enough pieces to tell. Oh. I guess that the reason it doesn't have an item card is because they also forgot to mention if it's worth anything. Cool.
While she is shaking down the corpse, Byron will address the tied up kobold. What's your name, in Draconic?
Shakar.
Do you speak common?
Yeah?
You'll continue in common. So,
Okay.
tell me about this place. Why are you guys down here? What are you guys up to?
I am here because the trap master said he needed security. So I came.
Why was the trapmaster here? Also, he was a dick.
Yes? He wanted you to step in a snare. That's all.
Do you guys have some grander purpose for being down here? Or it's something about an attack above?
Didn't say attack. We had plans.
What were
Only
those plans?
we were trying to figure out what those plans may be. You know, we were not told.
Above your pay grade.
Yes, that. Except we don't always get paid.
Well, that's a shame.
You have to find things to get paid.
Are you looking for something in particular?
Personally or in general?
Oh,
Both?
Oh, personally, I want shiniest and best weapons, and good armor, and I really like chicken eggs, and the best trap. Also, would like to sleep somewhere that does not have puddles. Um,
Dreaming big.
no, not dreaming big. Starting at the bottom. That's where kobolds live, below. You start small. Then when you get to the first things you want, you use those things to get better things. Except for chicken eggs, those are good on their own. You can eat them, you can trade with them. Chicken eggs.
He has a good point. Chicken eggs are really good.
Yeah.
Right? Why is that small creature staring at me? He makes me very nervous. She? It?
A biscuit should make you nervous. They have knives in their feet.
Biscuit does have knives in their feet.
What the fuck? Can Biscuit be my totem?
Biscuit probably likes that.
I was gonna say, oh man,
If I can-
no living with him now.
So how many eggs would it cost us for you to be loyal to us?
Wait. I mean, you want to give me eggs? Right now, you've got most valuable thing.
What's that?
My life.
Well, we're not going to kill you. You surrendered. We're not monsters.
Oh. Interesting. Interesting. Quick GM question. Is anyone carrying around that necklace?
I'm not.
Excellent. I just need
Very
to figure out
confident.
how.
That's like, there's 3 question mark?
Who volunteers for necklace duty?
Me.
All right. Let's see if I have some kind of option to, show this thing to you. Fucking no. Cool.
Chat has named the kobold George and written a theme song. George, George of the Dungeon, loyal for an egg.
Upsetting.
What an upsetting conversation we just had.
So, because I surrendered, you're willing to give me eggs?
No, because you surrendered, we're not killing you. Now we're asking.
Oh. Wait.
Now we're asking if you want to be in our employ. If you want to become our
So-
ally.
If I surrender, you let me live, and then I'm in a position to negotiate?
To a point.
I don't get it. You want to know. You're supposed to tell me how many eggs I get. You're the big one. I'm the small one. My strength was not much compared to yours. I lost, you won. You're in charge. That's how it works.
Okay, we're going to hire you, and we are going to pay you. And depending on how good you do, will depend on how much you get paid.
Oh.
But you always get a base pay.
Wait, so even if I fuck up, I get eggs?
Yes. Or at least coin to get eggs.
Did you know that this kobold has enormous sparkly eyes?
We do now.
Nice.
Please petition the Spouse Supreme to draw this kobold with huge sparkle eyes.
I will do so.
Yay!
So, what do you want me to do? I mean, I'm an okay fighter. I'm a warrior. I got spear.
What are you best at?
What am I best at? I can see in the dark. I can stab enemies in the butt when they're not looking.
Those are good skills.
You also know where the trap master has put traps, right? Before we got here?
Yes.
Excellent. You're a great dungeon guide.
Oh. Do you want me to point them out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I stand up now.
Okay.
Squirms around for a bit, uses his tail for extra leverage, gets back up on his feet.
She'll undo the rope.
Thank you. I thought the Kobold Trapmaster was out of spears. Did he seriously have like 2 more of the damn things?
He's just got
Apparently.
spears all over.
It's just like a pile of spears underneath a kobold? Or a kobold underneath a pile of spears, I should say. That was backwards. Okay. You see how long my legs are?
Yeah.
Every double kobold stride across this side of the room. Traps. All across the stairs. And over by the door to the stairs. That way. Nods towards the stairs leading down. Then those are stairs. You want that I should move them?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. He makes a noise that is the dragon equivalent of ope.
Oh, pardon me.
Squeeze past you there. Minnesota kobolds. Just go squeeze past it there, bud.
We get done early. We can go home and have some of that hot plate my mom made.
Oh. I tell you what, Spud. I'm going to take a couple of my fellow kobolds over to the Walmarts and we're going to get some chicken eggs, tell ya.
Gotta get ready for the Packers game.
Oh, go Packs.
For the boys.
I can confidently say that Minnesotan Kobolds both is and is never happening. It's right up there with me playing a character named Austrian Death Machine. Like,
Yeah.
That
it
should
is
100% happen.
it is happening, but it is not happening.
Nakraya.
You have an axe. I have an axe. We are best friends now.
Macarena! Grab your bronze rapier! It's time to fight the worm! Ow! Why did you hit me? Stop whining! Macarena only hits people when she wants them to tough the fuck up! So that's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
The fact that he would consistently get her name wrong every single time. Macarena, macaroni, literally anything but her name. Until at least the 4th or 5th time she hits him.
Yeah.
Then he would write it on his hand.
So this cat walk around and disarm literally every trap.
He's bundling up. Kobold traps are fascinating. Homeboy comes back with some straight garbage that he's just stuffing in a bag.
Nice.
Like, you can see the parts that are pointy and would do you a big ouch if you stepped in it, if you could figure out some way to assemble this nonsense into a trap.
Looks like a pile of sharpness.
Yeah, it's like thumbtacks and string and sticks, some like stolen nails. Like, you have, it's a big ball of tetanus is what he has.
Some real MacGyver shit.
Oh yeah, kobolds be MacGyvering other people's feet. Don't even worry about it.
Nice.
So, that's the traps cleared. He is eyeing Biscuit warily as he's talking. Like, one eye, like on that side, has swiveled over, so he's a little wall-eyed at the moment, is trying to keep Biscuit in his like field of vision. So, traps are disabled. He kind of taps his two front claws, like two of his claws on his hands together. Fighting the rest of my clan, if they're around, would be wrong. Do I have to do that?
Byron
See,
looks to his companions.
I just got my life back from you, and I would like to take better care of it in the future.
How big is your clan?
He goes wall-eyed again. This time because he's clearly counting in his head. My clutch was 15. And Dit, the dead one over there, he points the direction of the kobold warrior, his clutch was 22. And the trap boss, he never said. But we usually have like 6 clutches per clan, or more if we can get grub, and if our tunnels are big enough. So he starts counting on his claws. 1, 2, many, lots.
Lots.
Oh,
He
Okay.
nods.
well, how about you tell us what to expect down those stairs? And then he pulls out 5 silver. I give this to you, and you are now my squire.
Oh, what's a squire do?
You learn from me. You help me when I need help. I'll teach you how to fight better. But that'll start when we're done here. You tell us what to expect, and then you wait for us in the cellar. And then after this, you'll be my squire.
Okay. There are more guards downstairs. We have lookouts. They're hiding. They have cover. And then below that is the Soggy Crossroads. Or, well, not below, but past that. Past that's the Soggy Crossroads. And then you gotta watch out because the Stinkies are down there somewhere too.
The Stinkies?
The Stinkies?
Yeah.
What is a stinky?
They're like. Have you ever seen lizard folk?
Yes.
Okay, they're not that. But they're kind of like that. They are bigger than me, and they smell real bad, and they have scales. And I mean real bad. The worst. Worst smell.
All right.
So bad. I don't know, there's probably more traps down there. You usually can find traps. And then eventually, there's the Warren. And then, that's where the rest are. My clutch and others. And whatever big secret they're hiding. Because I don't know what it is. I just know that we have stolen a lot of fish. We takes the fish.
Yeah, there's no more stealing, by the way. There are other ways for us to gain what we need.
Like I tell you where to go and you give me shinies.
Right.
Right.
Which I can give to soft skins and they'll give me eggs.
Yes.
Yes.
Other nice
for an
things.
example. Yeah.
He sits down. This is not how I was raised at all. Down below, you do what you gotta to not starve. And, you keep your promises because promise breakers get thrown out. If you cut your friends cut you, and then you're not friends,
Right.
But
That's the same.
And there's the biting order.
Biting order?
Yeah.
Is that like the pecking order, I guess?
Pecking is stupid bird stuff. Kobolds don't peck, we bite.
That makes sense.
He turns his head away from Byron and gives a couple of demonstrative jaw snaps. Like that. Whoever is on top gets to bite first when there's food. Like fish. Or cave prawns. Fish that didn't originally belong to you, but they can't have it back because you ate it, so guess basically it's yours. Mushrooms. A rock one time, but that was an accident. It's not like kobolds are stupid, just,
Well, in our group, we all eat at the same time.
Yep.
Wait. But who gets to say when it's time to eat?
Depends on circumstance, but typically we just come to an agreement. Typical times of day to eat.
Wait, how do you do all this soft stuff and stay so strong?
He'll
I'll
teach
teach
you.
you.
That's part of becoming his squire.
I could live this way and still be strong?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mighty even.
I hope the stinkies do not eat you.
So do
Us
we.
too.
Because I would like to learn these things.
Well, if you've armed us with all the knowledge that you have, then we are well equipped.
I will go wait in the cellar.
We'll see you there.
You earn many shinies. Much glory. Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
He scuttles off. Once he is out of sight, he will actively begin hiding. Hear him skulk away. and then becomes quite quiet, and he sneakily sneaks off.
Sneakily sneaks off.
In
Love
which you
it.
guys took the apparently lawful evil kobold and gave him cause for an alignment shift.
Yeah.
He is starting to tend towards lawful neutral now.
Love it.
Ah, yes.
He may even become good someday.
We're happy with neutral.
Such as if this party finds itself needing a rogue and you need me to roll up a kobold rogue.
Right?
Ah, yeah.
Viewers?
I just noticed that kobolds have sneak attack, so I was like, oh, well, if he was going to get class ranks in anything,
Man,
gonna be
rogue makes
good.
sense.
It's going to be a little, it's going to be a little thief. It's going to be great.
All right. All right. Are we good to continue? Everybody feeling all right?
Yeah.
All right, time to descend.
Check for traps.
Now there's a way with modules where we can make like this square that I'm in now actually teleport us to another map. But they didn't set that up, and I'm not the DM, so I didn't set it up. But that's a functionality that you can have with certain modules in Foundry.
That's super cool. If I had known that was an option, I might have taken a crack at that, but changing seeds.
That reminds me, Pop Pop, if you have anybody that would like to play in our game as well, if we want somebody, a fifth person to round out the party as, say, a Cobalt Rogue, just let us know and we'll see about getting them involved.
If I can think of anybody who's available on Tuesdays. Otherwise, I will give preference, of course, to folks already associated with your streaming.
The good old Beards and Battle Axes community.
I am totally okay to bring anybody in from that. I am reading this paragraph about going down. There is a method to
Loving an elevator.
did I successfully just copy the entire party?
Free time. What's that, Neffy? You would gladly be George.
All right.
And then just activate that map. And it should stunt us over there.
And
I do not own a token with vision at this time.
one moment.
There we go. There I am.
Without too much of my interference. The stairs spiral deep down into the earth before ending in a chamber that looks like it's been prepared specifically to defend against intruders. On one side of the room, a table has been turned on its side to provide cover, while on the others, crates and barrels have been piled up to create a second barrier. All right. Let's see here for just a second before you guys go too far into the room. Can I read that? I cannot because I'm a fool. So, real quick, what is your perception plus 10?
16.
Same.
Same.
I'm
Right.
blind and don't.
Yeah, I can't see anything on the map at all.
I'll address that in just a moment.
You guys refresh before he messes with it.
I did, and it didn't change anything.
I don't even see your token. Cyrilla's not on the map for me.
Well, very interesting. Yep, found you. One moment.
There you are.
All right. Let me, All right. Did I have a whole bunch of 17s going on?
All
16.
16s.
All 16s.
Or at least I think all of us. At least 3 of us.
Sure sounded like it. Not sure why I said 17.
I mean, we'll take 17s if you're feeling generous.
You know what? Actually, have a 17. Have a +1 because you were warned that there might be dangers down here.
Ah, circumstantial.
You're on guard. So, 17 was what I rolled for their stealth check. So you detect the kobolds.
I like that they varied up the kobold tokens.
Yeah,
Respect.
make them all look like different little critters.
Yeah.
All right. Before we bust this into a combat, because this game loves making everything a goddamn fight, would anyone like to attempt to say, yell at these guys in Draconian, try an intimidation to try and scare them into letting you by? Literally any other option other than trying to murder them, and them trying to murder you. I open the floor to these tactics. You know they're there, and they are readying themselves to spring out and try to throw hands.
Sure.
I'm not trained in intimidation or diplomacy, but I'd holler out a "Don't start none, won't be none," or Cyrilla can. Or Scylla, sorry. Cyrilla's a different game. Celia.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm trained in both intimidation and diplomacy.
There you go. Bark at him,
So-
Kitsune.
I'm like, sure, why not? You know, we're just feeling it this evening, so I'm gonna try to intimidate him. Which does not work. I don't know.
We
I doubt
tried.
it. It's like, hey, put your weapons down. We're just coming through.
What? No! No, you may not!
So
You
since
absolutely may not!
since I was prepared for this combat and ready to roll, could I possibly roll my athletics as my muscles were springed and ready to launch myself into an attack?
Yeah, go for it.
Once the combat's been started and I can roll initiative. There we go.
I'm not gonna lie. This ambient sound kind of makes me want to pee.
Holy shit.
Whoop, whoop.
Excluding Minion Biscuit from the initiative count. Well, yeah, everyone
Biscuit.
does.
Byron is ready to fucking go.
Apparently.
All right. Byron, tell him what's good.
Oh, my axe is what's good. He's gonna launch himself.
Yeah.
Fucking cancel this dude's birthday.
Uh-oh. Byron about to take another kobold off the census.
Try to.
Uh-oh. Roll that beautiful damage.
13 damage. Alright. Attack again. This one will miss. I hate that it tells me I missed before the dice stops. I like
I know,
I like to see it come to the stop.
Yeah, a little. Plus, like, I'm not looking at the attack result. I'm watching the die like a cat.
Right, like I mean same. That's
I'm
all
not
right.
saying that I have swatted at the screen a couple of times. But
But you are a spaghetti eating cat, so
there is a reason why in offline tabletop games, my players all have bowls to keep my filthy paws away from their away from them.
nice. All
They're
right, well,
actually,
the first strike hits.
All right, so yeah, he gets fucking bopped. That sucked for him real bad. Why don't I just begin the encounter? That sounds good.
Sure.
I always forget there's an extra button to click.
Yeah.
All right, Adamari.
Adamiri will yell out in Draconic, "You can stop this at any time."
Got a choice of skill you want to throw behind that?
Yeah, I will throw Diplomacy, which I'm untrained in just as much as Intimidation, but
Hey, trained didn't get me very far. Maybe you'll go. See? Look at you go.
Well, damn. You're presenting a pretty good case. I'm not
And,
going to call yelling at somebody and using diplomacy in action. That's silly.
Tell me the axe to the face helped give a circumstance bonus on quitting this
Absolutely,
fight.
it did. You've already demonstrated that, like, Byron is ready to run across this room and start clapping kobold cheeks. So
I'm not sure if you can ready an action in Pathfinder.
you absolutely can.
Okay, if they decide to press the attack, then I will ready to hit one with like an electric arc.
See if there's any additional information you need about readying. As I recall, it's pretty simple. All right, it is the ready activity. Blah blah blah.
Ah, blah blah blah. Very well written.
Yeah, well, it's All right, the ready activity lets the acting person choose the trigger for their readied action. You already know that. However, you might sometimes need to put limits on what they can choose. Sure. You're not asking me to attack when they have a specific number of hit points or something. So, okay. Choose a single action or free action you can use and designate a trigger.
Okay, if they continue to press the attack, then I will use electric arc.
Okay. Believe it or not, fun additional fact that will be of interest to some of you. If you have a multiple attack penalty and your readied action is an attack option, attack action, your readied attack takes the multiple attack penalty you had at the time you used ready. This is one of the few times the multiple attack penalty applies when it's not your turn.
Got it.
Got
Because
it.
it doesn't apply to opportunity attacks.
Nope, because it's not your turn. when that happens. But if you had, say, a reaction attack that triggered on your turn for some reason, I can't think of too many reactions that happen on your turn. But if you had one, it would apply to that, but not to this. Not to a readied. Or not to a non-readied action. Other reactions. You get what I'm trying to say. My brain just wants to leave.
Yar.
He is going to try and hide again. He wants to see what the other one's going to do.
Fair. See what your boy's gonna do.
And he rolled so well. So he now has a perception difficulty if you want to use the seek action to locate him. He is ducked out of sight behind the barricade again. Amazingly, Kobold number 2 also back-to-back kobolds. What do you got, buddy? Hurried retreat? Cool beans. Is that visible to you guys? Can you see hurried retreat appear in the chat?
I did when the trap master used it. I don't see it here.
1
Yeah, I
second.
don't see it.
I just need to fix that real quick. There we go.
There it is. Now it went twice.
That's fine. I fixed it. I double clicked. There was no need to do that. I realized that my my role was my ROLL was set to private GM role. Secret roles, and apparently that hides anything that I put into the chat.
Gotcha.
So he is activating hurried retreat.
So before I choose to attack of opportunity or not, is there any way through my knowledge of warfare and combat that I can tell if he is just trying to get away or if he's still just trying to get himself into an advantageous position?
Yeah, roll either your choice of lore warfare or perception to attempt to sense his motive. You can analyze his tactics, or you can try to get a read for his body language.
Trained in both, but I'm better at perception.
All right, he has his crossbow tucked against his chest and his head down, and he is dashing in the other direction rather than scurrying with his eyes on you. He is in what appears to be full flee mode. If kobolds could run on all fours, he would definitely be doing that.
All right, I
Looks
will.
like he's trying to get the hell away from you.
I will decline my attack of opportunity.
I feel like, is it a special feat? Cool stuff like trip somebody on their ass when they provoke your reaction.
I think there is a feat for that.
You just like fucking knock somebody over. No, you don't. Get back here.
Hook the leg.
Just reach out and snag him with the beard of your axe.
Nope.
I find that's actually my favorite part about the name Beards and Battle Axes, is that battle axes also have beards.
Yeah. Plenty
If
of
they're
that.
a bearded axe, anyway. Alright, he is going to scramble into cover. And he is going to attempt to hide again. So, do that. This. Do this other thing. Get the same shit roll for both kobolds. Incredible. And that will conclude his turn. You guys aren't the only ones with Garbo Dutch dice luck tonight.
Ta-da!
Alright, it is Lauren's turn.
So I'm gonna think that was. Yeah, I'm going to take my movement. I like that spot better. Okay. There, and I like to hold an action as well in case any of those crossbow bolts come flying at me from either direction to shoot a ray of frost
All right.
from where they came from.
Readying to return fire.
And that's my turn. Yep.
I'm having an interesting relationship with the running water ambient sound, which is to say that if I look at the turn order, it turns it off, and then turns it back on when I look at the map.
Nice.
Also, it loops in a displeasing way. That's me done bitching about the sound. Looks like Celia is up.
Yes, and I'm gonna move if it'll let me. Really? Why is it not letting me move?
Is it just not moving when you drag a token at all?
Yeah, it's not moving.
1 second. Let me see if there's like something keeping you from interacting with your character.
There it goes.
Woo!
Lag.
Whoa! Wow!
It was just lag.
Okay, I was gonna say, is it just lag or are we fucking around?
Yeah, because now I can move it just fine without lag, but like, wow, I just had like a total moment. Okay. This was where I wanted to go, and I will just, I don't know, okay, no, I will take that back. 20. Yes, I'm going to stay right there, and I will also...
Achi Machi, that's cold! Sorry, my soft drink from Taco Bell, the cup spat all over me. It's through my shirt. It's through my shirt. Ice cold Baja Blast to the nipple. Oh, okay. Okay, this is a situation now. One moment.
GM down. GM down.
That takes Baja Blast to a whole new level.
Woo! That'll wake morning. Oh, I'm fucking...
Took an ice cold BB to the nips. All right.
Okay.
Oh, I apologize for that entire section of drama there. How are you doing?
No, how are you doing? Sounds to me much better.
It's
Pop-Pop's chilling.
God, it ran down the side of my shirt into my armpit. What the hell? The shirt didn't stop it at all. God.
Your new deodorant smells caffeinated.
Wow. Okay. This evening brought to you by I am a 40-year-old who apparently cannot operate a soft drink container. Good.
Good soup.
If you would like to know how to overcome some asshole is hiding from you, for now or for future reference, that is an activity called, it's an action. Actually, it's not an activity. An action called Seek. It is a single action with the concentrate and secret traits. Secret just means I roll and then tell you if you succeed.
Hey, I actually think I'm going to throw another set of intimidation. Since one dude already ran in there, I think I'm going to go ahead and throw a diplomacy. Just like, hey, look, we don't want to harm you. We just want to go through, like, stand down.
Okay. All right.
And I'll hold there. Depending on whether or not it works. Probably not.
Byron.
Byron is going to assume that this has all gone to plan. By that I mean he's going to ready himself to attack any of them if they pop out. Actually, you know, I'm a seek. I'm gonna try this newfangled seek thing you're talking about.
All right. So, your choice: 30-foot cone or 15-foot burst.
30-foot cone.
All right.
That way.
And if I remember correctly, your perception modifier is +6.
Indeed.
Actually, it turns out there's a secret perception check button on your character sheet that I can click. All right, which direction were you looking with your 30-foot cone?
Can you
That
see
way?
my marker yet?
Sure can. Yeah. He's still behind those barrels. You're pretty sure. You don't actually
Fucking
have eyes
watch
on him because he's 3 feet tall and crouching. But you definitely still hear him back there.
I know you're there, Barrel Boy. Don't fuck with us.
Adamari. In before the witch just walks around the corner. Hey! I see you! No, you don't! I need you to not see me! Oh! Hi! Oh, shit! Yeah, in Draconic, he basically says, the direct translation to would be, accursed dung desired by no one. Less poetic interpretation would be, oh shit!
Steiser!
Oh my god. Draconic just becomes German in this game.
Yes.
Verdammt! Hexe, bitte nicht schießen!
So in Draconic, she'll tell him, we want to pass without issue. Don't make it an issue.
Alright, flex one more beautiful skill roll for me.
Okay.
Have a circumstance bonus of +1 because you have successfully invaded his personal space while he was hiding. Oh! There it is. All right. He looks pretty swayed. All right. The one that you just flexed on. He does not drop his crossbow, but he does lower it.
Okay.
He turns his head and kind of barks in Draconic towards the doorway. Scupfer! Let him past! From the doorway, you hear an answering bark. Obviously, we died! We definitely did not just let you by! We died heroically for the clutch!
A heroic death for the clutch.
Okay! Alright, would you guys like to end combat?
Yes. I would also like to collect these coins that are on the ground.
Yeah, let's explore what's actually in this room, shall we? Is anyone going to interfere with the kobolds fleeing the scene?
No.
I am not.
No.
The kobolds flee. All right. What's in this room? Okay, in the back of this room, directly north of Byron, is a smelly barricade. If you are examining it, go ahead and chuck me a perception check.
God, it's smelly. I can't see shit.
Pirate's looking at the coins, obviously.
Yeah.
All right.
Good thing the rest of the group is super perceptive.
All right. Adamari and Lauren notice an incredibly foul stench coming from behind the barricade, like rotten
Gag.
fish and sweat. Specifically, Adamari also hears a faint sound of dripping water coming from somewhere in the distance. It sure looks like, in addition to smelling just even worse than Byron realized, you could probably take this thing apart. Or, you could just hack through it with an axe. Your choice.
I hear water too. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
Doesn't happen to tap in the same rhythm as the octopus water, does it?
I fucking hope not.
No. It's just random dripping.
Okay, good.
No big lawful energy here.
I got nervous for poor Byron for a minute.
The disrespect. That's what gets you. It's the disrespect. Okay, now, quick question, Paizo. How are you going to put money on the map and not put money in the thing? There's no money in there. But
I
there's
guess
money
it's
right there on
Jan's
the map.
choice.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you some money.
Cool.
I will give you an amount of money. As soon as I
Looks
figure
to
out how-
me, it looks like 1 gold, 4 silver, and 3 copper. Is what it looks like to me.
I second this count. I just zoomed in to count the pieces. So, yeah. Pocket the money the kobolds missed in their haste to set up this barricade. Have some additional loot. We call this gratis loot.
Very nice.
Not
Thank
sure what that
y'all.
would be split up, but yeah.
Oh, just chuck it in the beer money bag.
Your money bag.
We'll sort it out later. All right. So yeah, you have one passage leading out, one passage leading up, and one very stinky passage ahead of you.
I feel like
Do
the
we
stinky
wanna-
passage is going to lead us to the big stinky things, which we should probably kill sooner rather than later. I think. What do you guys think?
I mean, it probably would be better to leave no stone unturned.
No stink unexplored.
No stink unexplored, yeah.
No
No
stink unsmelt.
unstunk. Yeah.
Before
Are
we go
we-
down that tunnel, if we should at least take a look into this other area.
That's a good call. Let's do that.
Yeah.
While much of this rectangular chamber is in ruins, the center contains a fountain of pristine water and something glittering at the bottom. In the middle of the fountain is a marble statue of a mermaid, her lips pursed as if she is about to blow a kiss, or maybe whistle. You know how to whistle, don't you? Just pucker up and blow.
I'm done with water. I am
Each
done with
corner-
water.
Each corner of the pool has some sort of mechanism embedded in the stones, but the one in the southwest corner appears to be smashed. And if everybody would like to throw me a perception check.
One to three.
Big money, no whammies.
One whammy.
One whammy. The 8 is kind of a whammy today.
Mermaid's really pretty.
It is very pretty.
Fish girl. Pretty. Alright, so I believe let's see, 49 seconds ago. Sorry, 1 minute ago, 1 minute ago, 1 minute ago. 59. Okay, alright. We're gonna go straight to Celia and Byron. Before you step adjacent to this pool, something is off about those about the tiles immediately around the pool.
This is probably a trap situation.
Yes.
Probably.
So Byron and Adamiri have a chance to shout a warning before anyone can step. You don't necessarily have to shout, but call out a warning before anyone steps on the
Don't step forward.
Yeah, stay against the wall. Pin.
Obviously, you can attempt to disarm
Yeah, let's go
if you
for it.
happen to be up on that thievery.
No, I'm not.
I
What
foresee a
if-
significant number of characters in this party using their second level skill boost.
What if?
Using their
I
next
can
skill
give it a
boost
try.
trained in
I-
thievery.
So what if everybody shuffled out and I use my athletics to lift and toss one of these boulders or roll it across the trap plates to get them to trigger while we're out of harm's way?
That is an option. You also have the option to attempt to physically destroy the 3 remaining triggers.
We can give that an option first, and then try and destroy him if that doesn't work.
Sure.
I'm gonna move my little bug back in here. No.
Grab me a boulder from this rubble.
Alright, get yourself a good good heavy rock there. Yeah. Athletics check.
Ooh.
Byron flexes them pecs and gives it the old grandma toss.
Give him the Brooklyn curve down the line.
All right.
With strength unusual to a half elf, he hoists
Jack
up
half
a
elf.
large boulder and slings it across the pressure plates.
Dunk, 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 dunk. Clang!
I'm gonna peer around the corner. Did it work?
And it activates. Now would be an excellent time to initiate your what are those words called? Initiative? Initiate your initiative? Yeah, brilliant.
Initiating our initiatives.
Okay.
I've initiated my initiative.
Initiation complete.
Look at these initiatives.
I know, right? Where was this a minute ago?
All right, so the device makes a shit ton of racket. And your first warning that it is up to no good is that it spins in place for a moment. However, Byron tripped it deliberately and was looking at it. So, rather than having to rely on your perception checks earlier as your initiative count, you have an actual initiative check. Adamir, you up to anything when you hear the trap activate in the next room?
I will move up to see if I can get a view of what's going on. To there.
Yeah, you start to see the mermaid fountain kind of rise up a little bit on a short platform and start to turn. Obviously, combat itself is only 6 seconds long per round, so this is sort of a snapshot of actions that are technically happening almost simultaneously. So yeah, the machine is definitely getting started.
And I will ready an action to, if it starts to, I don't know, do some bullshit like spitting out something or shooting something, then I want to try and electric arc it and disable it.
All right, action has been ready. Byron, you're up. Oh
Not
shit,
waiting.
it activated. You're coming for it.
I'm coming for it.
All right. It is a thing that you could attack.
Oh.
So I'm gonna go figure out where the hell it's. Where's your hardness listed, jackass?
All right, so we'll see if it gives me my second die this time. It did not.
Cool.
So I'll roll another D12.
Yeah.
24.
Okay. Where is your hardness at, jackass? Okay, there it is. Alright. Image.
So he runs up to the pool, like, uses the step up to pop him up into the air and use the momentum coming down to drive the axe deep.
So this thing is actually nominally quite dangerous, except when Byron is involved. Because although it has a hardness of 8, which means that I would reduce the damage you just did to 8, I'm pretty sure you still did more, or did, like, just an absolute chunk of damage to this thing. How much hit points do you have, asshole? Okay. You did 16 points of damage to it? Cool. Quick question, what's 15 minus 16?
Ah.
Hey,
Negative
15
1.
minus 16 is -1.
Yeah? Cool. I'm gonna, just figured out that if I tell it -1, instead of setting the hit points to -1, it actually just subtracts 1.
Yes.
So,
Ah.
yeah, you broke it.
Woo.
You destroyed it. It's dead. Dead AF. Dead. Broken. Destroyed. Combat's over. There you go.
Sweet.
And then the fucking fighter one-shots the trap. This trap is actually, if you trigger this thing on accident, this trap is actually really gross. In terms of, and I don't mean gross as in it's just disgusting. I mean it's gross in terms of, like, this is some fucking Dark Souls shit. So what this thing does, the fight that did not occur, is that at the beginning of each round, what I do is I roll a d10 and compare it to a random chart. And this determines how many people the mermaid fountain on its single action each round blasts with water with a damage ranging from 1d4 to 2d6. Bludgeoning.
Damn.
A high pressure stream of water blasting them in the face.
Yeah, that's
And this
a
thing-
level 1 wiper.
Yeah, like this thing's pretty nasty. It could theoretically drop, a caster, for example, in the first round.
Not no more, bitch.
This is why I love the toughness feat so much. 'Cause I don't want to die.
So what's shiny at the bottom?
Let's find out. Turns out, once the trap is activated, you can also run up and try to pick it. Alright. It has treasure.
Ooh, treasure.
So,
Shiny.
1
I
second.
like shiny.
Figure out how I can show you guys the treasure.
Treasure.
Is there not a show 2 players button in here somewhere?
There should be. On the upper part of the tab.
Okay, perhaps the loot button? No,
Maybe.
maybe. Let's find out. No, negative. Oh, that's renaming it. I'm gonna do that. Is there a fucking card somewhere for this thing? There's gotta be. Like, oh. 1 second. Not you. Raise your hand if you're the GM and you just notice that there is, in fact, a target button on the right click on tokens, which would solve the refusing to target problem that I was having earlier. Good.
Well,
Come on. There's gotta be something I can do here. Identity. No. I just want to show my players the loot.
Mad Byron broke it, so it's holding out.
Yeah. The bastard. Zerpy in
Dragon
chat,
truck?
you're correct.
There we go.
Technically, the brain named itself. Oh, okay.
I figured it out. So the
There's
answer
some
to the
coins.
question is that you can pick up its entry in the description of the room, drag it into the map, and drop it on the floor, and that creates a lootable location
Nice.
for future reference.
You want to split that between us there, Sir GM?
I sure can. Distribute coins. Allow coin type conversion. Distributed.
Wham!
Alright.
Ah, yeah.
All right. Distributed 7 silver pieces, 7 copper piece from each from the mermaid fountain. The fountain is still doing fountain-y things. It's just not.
It's not a fountain of death currently.
Yeah, it's not currently attempting to murder you with its horrible high-pressure hose attack.
Alright. Okay. Well, let's go back to the barricade then. Since we've cleared this place out. We'll start clearing the barricade.
All right. Let me grab my other notes here. Where are you at? Kobold lookouts. Give me this shit. All right. The smelly barricade. All right. If you would like to carefully disassemble or tear it down, let me know.
Carefully disassemble.
Carefully.
Yeah.
All right. The barricade leads where? Soggy
This
Crossroads.
place looks nasty.
All right. Beyond the barricade, the passageway meanders briefly. The floor descends slightly and soon becomes flooded by a shallow pool of water. The water appears to be flowing out of a passageway to your right, and a shimmering blue light in that direction reflects off the water there. The main passageway continues to the left, over a slight depression in the floor where water has pooled. An overwhelming stench drifts from around a bend.
Ew.
We gotta go right. It's gonna be stinky, but we gotta go.
Yeah.
Going right or left?
Right.
All right. Sloshing through the water. Make sure I click the same one. Is this the... Okay.
If you guys look close enough, the orbs have animations within the
Yeah,
in the
I was...
corners of the room.
I have been... Don't you look at that.
I'm
do not
supposed
look
to
at
see that.
Don't look at that.
Set up the cliffhanger for us, GM.
All right. On the far side of the puddle of water is a strange chamber, crackling with magical energy. Pulsing orbs float in 3 of the 4 corners of the room. The orb in the southwest is made of brown earth and stone, whereas the one in the northeast looks to be made of glass and is filled with a swirling cloud. The orb in the far corner contains a roaring flame. Opposite that orb are shattered remains and the water that flows down the passageway to the northwest. And I'm going to give you a little cliffhanger to deal with.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yes.
Orb detonates, and a creature appearing to be a rat of enormous size and
For a rat.
Yes,
For a
a
rat.
cinder rat. What the hell did I just say?
No, it's enormous size for a rat.
Oh well, yeah. But he's gigantic by rat standards. So this orb shatters, throwing glass and soot and smoke everywhere as this cinder rat erupts from it, hissing angrily and looking like it is definitely ready to engage some errant aspirants in combat.
Hell yeah. Well, that sounds like some fun for 2 weeks from now.
Right?
It is a rat made of burning coals and smoldering flames, to be exact.
A Bernie boy rat. I love it.
Bernie
All
boy
right.
rat. Stop yourself.
Well, chat, thanks for tuning in. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching. If you're enjoying the content, please follow on Twitch and like, subscribe, and comment on the YouTube. Ask us questions about our characters. Ask our questions about our experience with Pathfinder 2nd Ed. And, of course, tune in anytime you want to see some fun tabletop RPG action here at Beards and Battle Axes. I've been Exarchan. We have been your cast for this game. And thanks for watching, guys. We're going to send you off to Good for Gaming. It's a charity stream. They're playing D&D. So give them some love. Let them know where you came from. We appreciate it. Thanks again, everybody. We will see you next time. Later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.